is going on, guys? Thank you so much for joining us right here on Outside the Brand. This is episode 243 for your September 6th, 2022. I'm your host, Phil, and of course, this is Outside the Brand. Welcome to Tuesday's Talk. Guys, we are live not only on YouTube, but on the Panda Wrestling Company, sponsored by Rootless Coffee Company. You can go get your coffee today the use the codes, Panda Coffee for 15% off your purchase. Guys, we got a lot to talk about today. We have some issues going on in AEW. What else is new? And it kind of involves the one and only the man, the myth, the legend. Not even really a legend anymore after all this shit going on.
He's a legend. He
eh,
will be remembered.
he will be remembered, but maybe for the wrong reasons. The one and only Phil Brooks, CM Punk. He's legitimately putting all bad reputations on the Phils out there in the world, but that's okay. It happens. Um, Guys, CM Punk, he just went into some complete shit with the Elite and Kenny Omega, the Young Bucks, Hangman Adam Page. Hell, they even brought in Colt Cabana for this shit. Everything that's going on right now with CM Punk is just an absolute disgrace. I came on here Monday, yesterday. I could say yesterday, to just voice my grievances. My grievances and my grievances only were that episode, right? And I said that in the video. I said this is not Nate's, this is not Lofts, this is not anybody associated with OTB. These are my grievances, and I just aired them out for you guys to enjoy. But we're going to be getting everything here. I went into the Media Scrum. I legitimately I sat through that goddamn thing again, and we're going to go over everything that he said. We're going to go over some of the reports that happened because obviously some shit went down in the locker room. And we are going to be doing an entire debunking, not even debunking, just, going through it all about what happened at the AEW All Out Media Scrum. Nate was there. I mean, he wasn't at the scrum. That would be fantastic if he was. I mean, representing OTB, but we're not. We'll get there. But yeah, he was at All Out. Regardless, it was a great show, and I wanted to do a review, but of course this happened, so we can't do a review yet. But everything's going down. For the YouTube side of things, please hit that subscribe button down below. Turn on the bell for all notifications. That way you never miss when we go live. We go live every Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Friday for all y'all enjoyment. And yeah, on the Panda Wrestling Company, you just saw Superbeard and his podcast and everything like that. You guys were awesome. I watched your entire thing. I was just, lurking in the chat. I wasn't really typing all that much, but I was watching you guys. You guys are great. And now all of a sudden we are here on the Panda Wrestling Company for OTB. Nate, Loff, we're here to talk some business tonight, guys. It's CM Punk. And he's not our favorite guy right now, but he's going to be remembered for, like I said, possibly the wrong reasons.
Yeah, man. What's up, guys? How about I say, rocking the AEW fit. Just not because of the medium scrum and all the stuff that happened, just because I just felt like wearing it and I want to show off the merchandise that I bought. Anyway, what I'm saying? All Out was a fantastic show, despite the freaking medium scrum. I didn't watch the medium scrum until the next day. Um, so the next day, once I got home, I watched the medium scrum because everybody was just like freaking talk about it like everywhere. So I'm like, I gotta watch this CM Punk interview. Watch the whole interview. Man, like the fact that CM Punk said all that crap and then Tony Khan just let him is like absolutely nuts.
Right.
Yeah. I about to say, obviously, me, I like CM Punk as a wrestler. I about to say, as a person, after seeing that, I don't care. Like this dude, man, the fact that he brought up Cole Cabana's mom, talking about his personal life, his bank account and stuff, talking about freaking Hangman Adam Page, and talking about his stuff, talking about the Young Bucks, the EVPs, Kenny Omega. Like he was just coming at like pretty much everybody in the locker room, and
Right.
that stuff is you shouldn't like, bro. If I'm Tony Khan, you gotta put. I don't care if he's your main champion. You gotta put him under control. You gotta
You gotta
come.
put that shit to rest.
Yeah, you gotta put
Like now.
everybody under control. I about to say because like it started off as like little stuff that was happening. Now it just exploded into everything so
Right.
much that it exploded into a whole freaking altercation.
Yeah.
So a whole brawl fight, whatever you want to call it, and now from quote unquote rumors, they're all suspended. So I
Yeah. There were suspensions handed out supposedly. We don't know who the suspensions were, but there were suspensions handed out. Ace Steele, he's good as fucking gone. Honestly, good riddance. I never even knew the fucking guy, so Ace Steele fired. Goodbye. Um, but everybody else, they supposedly got suspended. But that leaves pretty much your your trios champions out for the next Dynamite. Your world champion out for the Dynamite. We don't know what the fuck happened, but Loth, it's happened. I mean, no, I don't even hate to say it because you were right all along about this douche. You were.
I let me think
I
about
don't
what
hate to admit it. I
I,
don't.
I, about,
You were correct.
I was say Loft look like he's about to paint an articulate painting, or he look like he's about to drop the most hardest poem ever. I just thought I'd say, or he could be acting as Orange Cassidy. I don't know. Like,
All he has to do is just throw the
for real,
little
all you
thumb up,
gotta do is just throw the little
all
thumb
he
up.
had to do is
like
just
He's
do
in
the
there,
thumb, and
man.
that is it. That's it. Oh, what's up, Jacob?
It's just, first of all, hello chat, how y'all doing? You know what I'm saying? Hope y'all drink some water today. Hope we tell your loved ones they're your loved ones. You know what I'm saying? Uh, I was in class while like most of the stuff was starting to unfold some more. I contacted Phil. I let him know. I was like, "Shit's happening." You know, this is what I figured was going to come as soon as I saw how Tony Khan um carried himself before all of the bad stuff. You know what I'm saying? He just didn't seem like someone who was fit to run a company. Do I know to run a company? No, I don't have $1 million. I have no dollars, in fact. But it's not that hard to figure out when someone is doing something wrong. And now that people who usually are on AEW side are starting to realize that we aren't just hating. Well, I'm a hater, so I can't lie. I'm like a 24/7 hater, but at the same time, I don't talk just to talk. You know what I'm saying? Mostly everything that I say, everything that I say, I think before I say. And when I was calling out AEW on the stuff before all the stuff happened, I never expected it would get this bad. But I never liked Tony Khan. I never liked CM Punk, and now both of them are acting in a way which is it doesn't look good. Can it be solved? Of course, but will the people involved take the steps to solve this problem? Probably not. I don't see CM Punk folding. I don't see Tony Khan folding, and I definitely don't see the Elite folding. So it's just like it's five people who are all stubborn, all had some wrongdoing, and now we have to figure out. Well, we don't have to figure out shit. They have to figure out how to move on from here. Because like Phil said, you have your trios champions who are out. You have your world champion who, for some reason, you put the belt back on him. Now he's
Right.
out. So are you going to do an interim champion, or are you going to just have him drop the title? There's too
Yeah.
much. It's too sticky at this point. And
I was
MJF came
saying
back.
earlier, like Punk needs to lose this thing in Grand Slam in like 3 weeks. Nah, he needs to lose this shit now. You're booking that shit to lose it now. That way we can actually have a champion, and fuck him. Stay off
Here's the
television
thing,
for all I care.
Yeah.
because MJF came back, and I'm sure Nate can attest to this. That place was probably it looked like it was jumping when MJF came
Oh
back.
yeah, it was hype. I was
Yo,
about to say, I was
Tia, what's up,
jumping out
man?
my seat.
Oh my
What's
gosh,
going on,
there's
man?
Grace.
so we're
There's
good.
Grace.
What's
I'm
going
late
on?
once again. I apologize, everybody. I apologize. I just
You're
got home.
cool.
You good,
You're
man?
cool.
You good?
We're kind of just setting things up for the discussion, but
Okay, that's cool. Good, I didn't miss anything.
yeah.
Nah, bro.
Hey,
Just
But
talking to the
yeah.
people. You know what I'm saying?
yeah, like
So
yeah. I was about to say when MJF came out, that place was jumping, bro. I was about to say,
MJF
and I
got a
was,
bigger reaction than Punk getting the world title. I
oh
like
yeah, yeah.
it
Like
You
definitely
think
felt
that's a
that way at
reason?
least.
I about to say, I didn't even think that Punk was gonna win. I about to say, even though he was in his hometown, I thought Moxley was just gonna win, but they gave it to Punk for some reason. They're like, hey, let's
I
give it to
knew they were
Punk.
giving it to Punk. It
But
just felt like that was
They're in
gonna
and I
happen.
Chicago. Why would they not?
and also I saw a comment up in here that's saying that we're falling for a work. This is
And
not a work.
this is not a
This
work
is
by
not
any
a
means
work
People learn
at
the
whatsoever.
word
all.
work
This
and just
is
start saying it towards everything.
for real.
I,
I want to go to
yeah.
work.
Want to go
Like this is not a
at
work
least get a
whatsoever.
good job.
When Ace Steele is legitimately throwing a chair at Nick Jackson, which causes him to have a
Bro,
black
smacking him
eye,
in the
it,
eye. Like what?
You bit somebody.
this
You
is
a
not a
grown
work.
man.
All right,
Bro,
but
next time wear some safety goggles. Like, bruh.
Jesus Christ.
That's
Um,
crazy. How you
but
bite
yeah,
somebody, bro?
we're gonna get into
With your teeth.
everything.
That's ridiculous, Mike.
My
Grown
guy
man.
was
We're gonna get
probably
into everything.
my guy was probably hungry. He didn't eat nothing all day. He had to eat something, bro.
So he bites
Like,
Kenny
bruh.
Omega's neck
So he
like he's
eats a
a yeah.
chair for his efforts. Okay.
Guy's freaky.
You guys saw my video earlier on today when I did the TikTok of like the whole 1 year later, and that's what happened in the CM Punk scrummage. Like CM Punk on his second day back, he does his promos saying he wants to work with all these young kids because these kids were not there 10 years ago when he was in his prime, and now all of a sudden he's working with fucking children. So that video, if you haven't checked it out, it's on my TikTok. You guys can go check that out. It actually did a lot better than I thought it was going to. But that's not what we're going to be talking about here. We're going to be talking about everything that happened with this Punk situation. And like I said, I went into the media scrum. I went and went word for fucking word on this CM Punk thing. So listen, these are not my words. These are all Phil Brooks. I'm making that known now. I have no issues with Colt Cabana, the Young Bucks, Kenny Omega. I don't want to get V triggered out of nowhere. Okay, this is CM Punk's wording. So we're gonna get right into it. But before we do, I want to read something from Ricky Starks because Ricky Starks did an interview back with Fightful, and he was just doing all of this stuff before everything happened here, right? But there were some issues still going on in the backstage area. Ricky Starks had an interview, and he was talking about the current backstage environment of AEW, and again, this was prior to All Out, and this is a quote: "The locker room has definitely changed. Where we were once really, really close, we've expanded that. We're still close. We just have more family now, more people to sit at the table. I definitely think that the drama of the backstage stuff, while it does uh, pique the interest of people online, I fucking hate it. The reason I hate it is because it kind of overshadows some of the stuff that happens on television. For that, I'd rather not be involved with it. But you have people backstage who have loose lips that that's what happens. And now we've created a scenario where we have all these rumors and speculations because that's all it is. I promise you, what you read is not necessarily true." Now, and that's the end quote right there. But this is very reminiscent because, he doesn't say obviously names, right? But in this entire CM Punk situation, the people that had loose lips on the entire situation with him and Colt Cabana and pretty much anybody that kind of spread the rumors about CM Punk, if I'm not mistaken, it was the Young Bucks. Now, we don't know that for sure, but this loose lips allegations of how many people, know things and they leak things out, Ricky Starks obviously doesn't want to be a part of it, but he knows the situation because he's back there all the time with these guys. So what do you guys think of what Starks just said here?
Oh, I'll go.
Or does Ricky
Man,
Starks have anything to say about it? Because, like I said, he's back there all the time. Maybe he has the loose lips.
I mean, the thing about it is, like, if anybody will know what's going on, it's someone who's actually back there. And
Right.
for him to say, like, for him to say, like, it's overshadowing, like a little bit overshadowing. No, it's overshadowing everything.
Yes.
Because MJF just came back. What is everybody What are we talking about right now?
CM Punk. We're not even talking about
Exactly.
MJF right now.
So Ricky Starks is 100% right in everything he's saying. That was a W take. Everything W.
And now I want to just reiterate Loth and Nate here. This entire article for the Ricky Starks interview was written on August 31st, 2022. So before All Out, this happens, and it's actually just this past Wednesday, the go home show of Dynamite before All Out.
Go ahead, Nate.
I mean, he's staying away from the situation here, Josh. He doesn't have anything to do with it, but he sees it all happening.
I'm about to say, I'm pretty sure it's not just him. I'm pretty sure it's everybody else besides, like,
For sure.
people who have problems with Punk or the Young Bucks or anything like that that's trying to stay out of this situation. But since
It's
they're
just
back
that
there, they
Fightful went
gotta,
to Ricky for that.
yeah, it happens. So
it's just
Yeah.
Fightful went to Ricky.
well, man, I don't know. I was about to say, like, man, like what y'all just said, man. Like it completely overshadows everything. Like, if Eddie Kingston and freaking Sammy Guevara could squash their beef, I'm pretty sure they could squash their beef as well. But, like, man, I about to say, y'all are grown men, bro. I about to say, stop with all this and do your freaking job. That's all you got, bro. You come there, you make money, you do your job, you win championships. That's all you should be worried about. Like, now, you're quote unquote suspended because you want to act dumb. So, man, I don't know. Like, it's stupid. It's stupid to me.
Now again, that's allegedly that they are suspended. We don't know who the
Yeah, quote
suspensions
unquote. Yeah.
were sent out to. There definitely were suspensions. I mean, you have to do something, otherwise you're just gonna look like a complete joke.
Yeah.
But we don't know who it was yet. But as of right now, we just know that there are suspensions going around.
Yeah, like I said, if it's not Tony Khan, it should be like someone else that's in the like the front office of AEW that like controls these guys or let Tony know.
Here's
You
what
know,
Tony Khan needs. Here's what Tony Khan needs: a Triple H.
yeah. I about to say, like, or at least like some type of like strong team behind them that knows what's up and would like
We don't have any talent
control.
relations guy, as far as I'm aware of here.
Yeah,
I
I
mean,
about to say
maybe
it's just
Christopher
him.
Daniels, but that's it. And Christopher Daniels is not going to be one of those guys that just says, "Yeah, no, we're not going to sit you down." Like, he's not. He's one of the boys. And plus he doesn't get involved with that stuff anyway.
Yeah.
I feel
So
like
they
he should.
need somebody.
I don't know. I'm thinking William Regal. That's like the only guy I'm thinking, to be
I
You
about
honest.
to
could
say
easily
probably.
have him in that spot.
I about to say probably Jericho. I don't know.
Jericho also.
Yeah.
He's also one of the boys, though. I mean,
Jericho
like,
is toxic too.
he's also one of the boys, so it's weird. I understand. William Regal could easily slide into that spot, and you can help this locker room try to get into shape. But other than that, I really don't know. But yeah, have anything to say, Law, before we get into the actual meat and potatoes of what Punk said?
Ricky Starks is perfect, so of course he's correct about the situation.
Okay.
You know,
They can use Taz too, right, Josh?
I just I don't know. Well, actually, I do know. I'm gonna save it to later on in the show, but I just yeah, I'm gonna save it. I'm gonna say what I want to say a little bit later, but yeah,
Okay.
Ricky Starks is correct, and like Nate said, y'all a bunch of grown men having these high school issues, and as much as you want
It's
to have
beyond
amazing
high school at
wrestling,
this point, man. When you're suing
sheesh.
people.
Look,
bro.
as much as you want to
Uh,
have these issues backstage and stuff, and as much as you want to have the great matches that they really honestly do have on TV, no matter what, this stuff is always going to override that.
Yeah.
Because now it's directly affecting what you show on TV. Because a whole bunch of people, I'll speak for myself. I'm watching Dynamite just to see how they go about this.
Yeah.
Because now your new trio champion, like I said, the world champion, are off the show. I don't think CM Punk is. I imagine the show is going to start off with CM Punk. If I'm being honest with you,
Man,
I don't.
this episode is so big. I'm doing a review on it like tomorrow.
That's what I'm saying.
dang,
There's
yeah.
like, I think they're going.
And we'll be here tomorrow
Part of me
too.
wants
Yeah.
them to discipline Punk, but I don't think Tony Khan has the backbone to do it.
If he doesn't, he's a complete jackass that doesn't know how to run anything.
I don't think he has the back. When I was talking to you, Phil, a little bit earlier, I'm like, in my head, I'm thinking he's about to get fired because at this point, I don't
Yes.
know what we're keeping him there for. Of course, you can do the whole suspension thing, but you bring him back from the suspension, and he does the same thing over again.
Right.
What happens now?
Now here's the thing. I was watching other podcasts here, to get ready for this and everything like that, and saying that, like, I understand, like, no, I don't understand this. I know it's going to be a detrimental to the company revenue wise and all that type of stuff if you do fire CM Punk, but it's going to be detrimental to your locker room if you keep him. So I guess it's the lesser of two evils. Which one would you rather have? A better locker room or just a better business-wise, knowing that you're going to have money and revenue coming in? I'd rather have the better locker room. You're going to get the money regardless if you just continue to build and build and build upon your product. I want my locker room to be happy, most and foremost.
Yeah.
But again, it's the lesser of two evils. It's a double-edged sword. You don't know what the hell you're gonna get. But yeah.
This?
What's
Nathan
happening?
Frazier.
Yeah,
That's Nathan Frazier. We're watching
it's still
NXT,
NXT.
guys. Yeah,
It's
we're
still
watching
NXT. I
NXT.
keep forgetting that.
Who's
It's
this
still
guy?
Who's
NXT.
this guy? Like what? Yeah, I'm watching it too.
I keep forgetting this is entrance.
So yeah, it's the lesser of two evils. Double-edged sword. Better locker room, better company. What would you rather have? I'd rather have both, but just the revenue size and everything.
Yeah, sorry to cut you off, Phil, but
No, you're good. No.
to go back into like the medium scrum, like
We'll get there.
did y'all see when Tony Khan was about to talk and then CM Punk just like completely cut
Yes.
him off and
like I said,
I'm like,
daddy,
bro.
And-
I'm like, Tony, do something, like, bro. I'm
We-
like, the fact that he just allowed CM Punk to like say all this stuff and not do nothing.
Now
while he
we
was
got
just drinking that
I got
expensive
everything
bottle
he
of
said.
water.
I got everything that he said. So the part that you were talking about, like where he was like trying to speak for himself and try to honestly blame himself for kind of the stuff that came out, but he's like, no, fuck that. Like that is not supposed to be what's happening. I got all that right here, so I'm gonna read that out. But yeah, like let's get into the meat and potatoes, and then we'll get into the actual fight that happened because there was a goddamn fight, if there ever was one.
Chairs were thrown at faces.
Like, come on now. But yeah, we'll get there.
There were bite marks.
There were. I mean, and I think Ace Steele bit Kenny. Like, what the fuck is happening here? All right, we'll get there. We'll get there. So starting off the media scrum, and people were telling me all day today that, like, somebody asked him about Colt Cabana. No, he fucking didn't. Nobody asked anybody about Colt Cabana.
I ain't hear
this
nothing.
never happened. What happened now? AEW handing out suspensions. Okay, well, so that is legit. Okay, cool.
So it's official now.
So that is legit. Okay, cool.
I guess.
So I gotta go on Twitter.
If you find out who the actual people that are suspended, I guess we'll know. But I'm gonna get right into what Punk said because we do need to like get into this here. So nobody asked him about Colt Cabana. He kind of just went off and started saying things as soon as the media scrum got on the air. I haven't had anything to do with Scott Colton, Colt Cabana, in almost a decade. Probably want nothing to do with him even longer than that. It's fucking unfortunate that I have to come up here and speak on this when I'm on my time and this is a fucking business. Why I'm a grown ass adult man and I decide to not be friends with somebody is nobody else's fucking business. But my friends, if I fall backwards, will catch me. Scott Colton, I feel I feel never would have. My problem was I wanted to bring a guy with me to the top that did not want to see me at the top. Okay, you call that jealousy, you call that envy, whatever the fuck it is. My relationship with Scott Colton ended long before I started paying all his bills. I have every receipt, every invoice, and every email. I have an email that said, and I quote, I agree to go our separate ways. I will get my own lawyer and you do not have to pay anymore. End quote. This is an email that I have. Only reason the public did not see this is because I finally had to countersue him through discovery. We discovered that he shared a bank account with his mother. That's a fact. And as soon as we discovered that fact, we supponed old Marcia. I guess that's his mother, and he sent out an email saying, "Oh, can we please drop this?" Now it's 2022. I haven't been friends with this guy since at least 2014, late 2013, and the fact that I have to sit up here because we have irresponsible people who can't uh, run them who call themselves EVPs who couldn't fucking manage a target and spread lies and bullshit and put into the media that I got somebody fired when I have fuck all to do with him, want nothing to do with him, did not care do not care where he doesn't work, where he works, where he sleeps, where he eats. And the fact that I have to get up here and do this in 2022 is fucking embarrassing. And y'all, if it's your fault, fuck you. If it's not, I apologize. But what did I ever do in this world to go and deserve an empty-handed an empty-handed fucking dumb fuck like Hangman Page to go out on national television and fucking go into business for himself? For what? What did I do? Dave, he pointed at Dave Meltzer and said, "Dave, what did I ever do? I didn't do a damn thing." That's a lie. I get that.
That's all I hear when I hear him talk, bro.
It's ridiculous. The way that this was
Grown
going
ass,
down
man.
is crazy.
Yo,
Now,
no cap. If someone I hate and they're doing a press conference and they mention my mom, bro, nah,
and
you
I
better
was just
die.
about to get into that. You brought into the whole fact that like he's sharing a bank account with his mother. First of all, that's none of your fucking business. Second of all, you have your thing going on about uh having every email, every receipt, every invoice about whatever the hell you're doing. And, saying that you haven't been friends in 2013, 2014, all this stuff, saying that the EVPs can't even manage a fucking target. That line was pretty hilarious. I actually kind of laughed at that line. But either way, this was ridiculous. You don't need to bring that kind of shit up. like, like all of this.
That should have been
And
it for most people. That should have been it. As soon as he went out of the way and stopped talking about wrestling and bringing up bank accounts and who he's affiliated with his mom and stuff, that should have been it right there. Tony Khan should have been like, "Give me your mic." Like it's not that
And Tony
hard.
Khan has the fucking authority to say, "No, cut this man's mic off."
We've seen CM Punk get his mic cut before. So
Yes.
why?
And this is a media scrum. This is a media scrum. People are going to hear this. People are going to see this. People are going to, go out of their way and find this shit.
Like I'm not taking that level of disrespect. Not right in front of me, bro.
Now,
Me personally, I'm not taking that.
now here's the thing that's also, um, now here's the thing that also kind of correlates with all of that. Punk said that Adam Page went on national television and went into business for himself. Now, I believe like a Dynamite prior to that, or prior to the Punk's, when Punk went on Dynamite and did the receipt promo to Hangman Adam Page, saying, "Yeah, if you want your fucking world title rematch, get the fuck out here," or whatever he was saying, right? He went on that Dynamite. He did that receipt promo about Hangman, and Tony and Punk apparently they had a meeting in his locker room about the entire situation, about how Hangman apparently went into business for himself, the injury, all that stuff. And if that was the case, Punk went out there on Dynamite, cut that promo, and now that begs the question to me, and I'm gonna ask all you. Did Tony Khan know about this? Did Tony Khan allow CM Punk to go out there and do that receipt promo? Or was Punk holding that all inside and did not relay that to him? Went out there, did the receipt, and just, went into business for himself. Meanwhile, Punk said the Hangman went into business for him. Did Tony Khan allow that shit to happen? Or did Punk hide that inside and just go out there and do it? Because that to me is a big factor in all of that too when it comes to the whole Hangman and CM Punk situation. Because they had a meeting in the locker room before, talking about the Hangman side thing when Hangman apparently went into business for himself. Did Punk go into business for himself by not telling Tony that this was happening, or did Tony allow it?
I guess I'll go first. I'll say Tony allowed it. I would say he pretty much allowed anything because Tony Khan to me isn't a boss. I about to say that he's just a wrestling fan with a whole bunch of money because his dad owned the Jacksonville Jaguars. That's what Tony Khan is to me. Because man, like I said, I'm still upset that this dude allowed CM Punk to just say whatever he want right in front of him, and he don't do nothing but drinking an expensive bottle of water. You know what I'm saying? On the freaking medium scrum. Yeah.
Oh, I don't know, man. To be honest, I could see Tony allowing that. I'm not gonna go out and just flat out say he allowed it. I actually want to the Punk and Hangman part is where I this is where I side with Punk, because the part about Hangman going into business for itself, mentioning that Colt Cabana stuff, why?
The Colt Cabana stuff, that's between them. Tony can't really do anything about that. That's about them.
And another thing, why I fully blame Tony Khan for pretty much a lot of the stuff that's happening and going on, especially with him letting CM Punk do the stuff that he's doing. Even if CM Punk might be, you know what I'm saying, justified in feeling the way he does towards certain situations, you know what I'm saying, you shouldn't be letting employees do that. Now, my thing is with the EVPs thing.
Yeah, and we'll get to there too. Yeah.
Okay, we're gonna get, because I have stuff to say about that too. But
yeah,
when it comes to Tony Khan letting him do that, I don't know. It seems like something he would let him do. If he let him do that and didn't tell Adam Page, and that's messed up. That's crazy.
Yeah,
I was gonna say, I'll go. I was gonna say I get that he's trying to let AEW have more freedom than how WWE does and stuff, but that's just like way too much, man. Like you gotta have like at least some type of control with this type of stuff.
Now, apparently the EVPs went out and, they said all this stuff about Cole and CM Punk to the media, and that's what really CM Punk is upset about when it comes to the EVPs, because they have no fucking right in his mind to be spewing that shit when this shit has been going on since 2013, 2014. Now, like I said earlier, the CM Punk and Cole Cabana stuff, he said they were beyond apologies at this point, because at the end of the day, that happened years before AEW even became a thing. So Tony Khan, I really don't think Tony Khan can really do anything about that one, because those are personal business issues way before AEW was the thing. That's on Cole and Punk. Now, when it comes to the Bucks and Kenny and everybody else associated, especially with Ace Steele, that is something where Tony Khan can step aside for, or step up for me.
Hold on. Wait a minute. I need everyone to sit back and just think about it. All this stuff is really based off of Colt Cabana.
I said this.
Tell me who cares about Colt Cabana. Honestly, don't lie. What's Colt Cabana?
I'm like, bro, is the locker room really going crazy and all this stuff going down over Colt Cabana, bro? Seriously,
Colt
bro.
Cabana? This ain't about CM Punk. This ain't about Hangman. This all started with Colt Cabana. This really all started with Colt Cabana. You know why? Because in the 2011 pipe bomb, one of the main things that he said was, and Colt Cabana. I didn't know who he was when I was 11. I still don't know who he is now.
For real.
11 years later, I still have no idea.
I knew who Colt Cabana was in 2011, but I didn't really know too much about him.
No,
yes, I did.
You don't know about Colt Cabana.
I swear, I ain't know.
I don't know much about him now because we haven't.
No one knows anything about Colt Cabana.
But I didn't know. I didn't know the name Colt Cabana. I've never seen him at that time. I knew the name.
That's the thing I'm trying to figure out here. I don't know how. Damn, I don't know how in the world you can sit here. Like, imagine if I came on this podcast and just started berating freaking 1C. Phil, you would probably take me off the podcast. If me and 1C had a backstage issue and I came on here and I just started cooking his ass, you would cut my mic and put me backstage for the rest of the show. I've seen you do it to me for less. You know why?
I've done it to a lot of people for less. Yeah.
So you know why? Because you're not our boss, but you have moderation. You know, hey, this isn't going to let our show go the right way. If Love is out here just calling 1C a bunch of bad names, that's not nice. Cut his ass. That's the issue here. There should be no reason why I run a better show with this here controller on my Twitch streams than this multi-million-dollar man. There's no way in the world I run a better show than he does when he has the resources to do whatever he wants to do. My resources only go within the 2K roster. He got everything he wants to do. He can make a phone call right now and do whatever he want to do. So that's why I got no rap for dude, because you have no excuse. You have no excuse. You sat there and watched this man look at you in your face and just he basically punked you in front of everybody. And then as soon as CM Punk leave, now he want to get all big and bad. I'm not going to take that shit. Shut up. You just did. You just took it. We all watched you. Shut up. Shut
We'll get.
Nobody want to hear
listen,
that.
We'll get there too.
Grown man.
But yeah, so speaking of Tony, he tried to blame himself for the situation, everything like that, because apparently it was his fault and everything like that. He said, no, it shouldn't be his fucking problem to deal with. And then actually, no, it should CM Punk. It should be his problem to deal with because it's his roster and it's his locker room that's kind of, losing control. But then he went on and said something like this, and I quote, "But I've never spoken a word, and I don't know how long, so I'm... But I've never spoken his word, and I don't know how long, so I'm a little fucking pissed off about it. You think? When it comes down, when it came down to that, he was going to sue me. I asked to talk to him. He refused, and him being Colt Cabana. I asked for mediation. It was denied. I offered him money." And he was banging the table at the time. He was like, I offered him money. and he said it wasn't enough. He went ahead with the lawsuit and sued. It's his fucking funeral. I don't care. He shares a bank account with his mother, and that tells you all you need to know about the kind of character that he is. I appreciate that, Nick. One of the reporters named Nick. I'm sorry if I'm a little fucking snippy. I'm hurt, and I'm old, and I'm fucking tired, and I work with fucking children. Now, first Dynamite promo, he goes in there and he says, "Listen, I came back because there's these kids in this locker room that weren't there 10 years ago when I was in my prime. I am working here and I am doing this thing. So that's the reason I'm back." Now he's here saying, "Yeah, I'm working with fucking children." It's 1 year. It's 1 year. What happened, buddy? What happened, Phil? You can tell me. Come on, like, you can tell me face to face here. You can tell me personally what the fuck happened. Cause you just went a complete 360 and say, "Yeah, no, fuck you."
Okay, I see y'all
I
wilding.
can't.
I just
This
I
is
just
not
wanna
a
say,
work. This is not a work. Whoever thinks it's a
Please.
work, you guys are fucking idiots.
the issue here is, I understand why people are calling it a work. It could be they don't
It's
want to
not.
believe that CM Punk.
It's not.
No, listen, I'm gonna try to dissect this. There's only a few reasons why they could think this. One, because most people think that professional wrestling, everything is for the entertainment of the viewer, when really it's not. Number two, they're really trying to mask the fact that they don't want CM Punk to ever be in the wrong here. Three, they don't want to look at the facts and realize that AEW is having a very hard time right now trying to figure out what they want to do to entertain their fans. If you have insiders repeatedly telling you that this is real, why are you in the house still trying to question it? You know, the last time I heard it was a work with AEW, AEW, and I believed it, when Cody Rhodes was about to leave. I thought it was a work.
Yeah.
I
That was really
100%
the
thought
one
it
time
was.
when they thought it was a work
People
too.
learned the word work and just started saying it to whatever, just to fit their narratives. Because people don't say it for everything; they say it for whatever fits their narrative at the moment. So they say work to make it seem like they know something about the inside of it. We don't know. We don't know. We don't know. We have no idea. So if you think you have some kind of insider idea, you don't. None of us do. They're showing you what's happening in real life. If you don't want to look and see what's right in front of you, then that's not our fault. That's really your fault. Period.
Hey, Tyler Sims, he says, "Crazy how this is all overshadowing MJF's return." That's a fact.
Yeah.
We talked about that earlier.
You know what's crazy? Karma comes back around, because think about what MJF did at Double or Nothing. Bro, I'm telling you right, bro. MJF and CM Punk are mirror images of each other. It's so weird. It's so weird. But the thing about it is, like, I've defended CM Punk, right? But when I seen the media scrum, I was like, okay, yeah, he's wild. He's wild. But my thing is, I want to look at it from like both sides here. Why is he so angry? What is he saying about these EVPs? First of all, I didn't even know the Bucks were the EVPs. The Bucks and Kenny Omega were EVPs. I didn't know that until like a couple days ago. Swear.
Really?
That's when I found that out. That was crazy to me, because it's like, in my opinion,
the entire reason why AEW was even built to begin with. They found Tony Khan and they found the financial backing in order to get that company started.
That's crazy to me. But the thing about that, like, say you're CM Punk and you got information about you being leaked and you haven't said anything at all, and people just believe it, face value. And it could be the EVPs, it could not be. When you got information like this about you being leaked, of course you're gonna feel this way. But do that mean you do what you did on that media scrum? That don't mean you do what you did.
Right.
Doesn't do what you did. But I'm more so looking at Tony Khan, just letting all of this go down, because he had to know that this was building up somehow. Like that, this is a crazy situation. And the Bucks as EVPs is kind of it got me looking sideways because we remember Jeff Jarrett. We remember a lot of authority figures that was actually in like a part of the show also. So it's like it got me looking a little sideways, especially at the Elite and Tony Khan.
Yeah, it's crazy. There's 2 more quotes here, and then we can actually get into the actual Fightful Select articles when it comes to the actual altercation that happened. But yeah, everything about this is just crazy. First, when it comes to the whole Colt Cabana thing, I don't know if that can even be resolved when it comes to the whole thing, because now all of a sudden Colt Cabana, they've here's what Tony did to kind of rectify the situation, which it's not going to be rectified regardless. Tony Khan fired Colt Cabana from AEW. At one point, he fired Colt Cabana from AEW,
Ooh.
but he then rehires him to go to the Ring of Honor side of things. Now he's associated with the Ring of Honor brand. So he thought, and I guarantee you this was his line of thinking here, is that if Colt Cabana is now on the Ring of Honor side of things, Cole and Punk don't have to associate with each other anymore. Now that's a fucking bullshit lie, because either way, Tony Khan is the front man in all of this. Tony Khan runs AEW. Tony Khan is now running Ring of Honor. They have to go through each other anyway. Just because you fire him from AEW just to put him back into the Ring of Honor brand, that doesn't mean anything. They're still going to have to see each other. It's backstage. It don't matter where you are. It don't matter. Just because you fire him here and you put him here, it don't mean anything.
Russell Spot said fire TK.
Now, if you really want to solve some problems, exempt everyone, and then if you really want to solve some problems, if we're being honest, you can really just rip this out from the roots right there. If you want to do it, rip it from the roots. Look where we at with Vince and Triple H. AEW want to do everything. Look, WWE will always give you the formula, Tony Khan. It's time for you to step down. Give the company to William Regal so he can show you how to run a company. Come on.
I'm about to say something crazy, but okay. I think Cody Rhodes knew exactly what was going on, and that's why he left.
You know, that's
he saw this from a mile.
Crazy. That's actually crazy.
He saw this from a mile away. He saw this from a mile away. Cody Rhodes was one of the EVPs too, if I'm not mistaken.
Cody was an EVP.
That's facts.
So he must have saw this from a mile away. He probably saw some stuff that he didn't want to see backstage, and bada bing, bada boom, back to WWE he goes.
Now you see what's crazy about that is that Cody left because he does want a world championship, and because obviously when the company first started, and Tio, I'm gonna lay one on you right now when it comes to Cody and how everything kind of went out in the first few months of this company. You know, when Jericho was the first ever AEW World Champion, and there was a time where it was going to be Cody and Jericho for the World Championship. I don't know where it was at one point in the company or another, but Cody put a stipulation out in one of his big marquee matches to get there, to saying that if I lose this match, I will not challenge for the AEW World Championship ever again. He lost that match. And
that's another reason why I look at the Bucks, because I found out Cody was AVP. That's another reason why I look at the Bucks and Omega sideways.
Okay, thank you, Zay. Thank you, Zay.
Because, Kenny Omega was the world champion for a pretty long time. I'm pretty sure the Bucks have won the tag champs in AEW, right?
Yep, the Bucks were champions. Yep.
So look at what the Elite are doing, and then look at what Cody is doing. Like he's saying I won't even challenge for the world title anymore. He's not even putting himself in that position anymore. You know what I'm saying? And you got people like Jericho talking about yo, I'm being more of an EVP than the actual EVPs are, and people saying stuff about how the Bucks act backstage. there's always two sides to a coin. That's how I feel, and it's more than we know. There's more than we know going on backstage, especially with that whole EVP situation and all that. The politics backstage is crazy.
Exactly. And the thing is, once Cody lost that match, he lost the ability to win a world championship. Cody said it himself that he didn't want to be, and this is in multiple interviews. It's hard to find nowadays because it's been so long since then. But he said it himself that he didn't want to be like a 12-time TNT champion. So he decided to leave the company after they just could not agree to the contract negotiations and everything like that. And those were legit. Like the contract negotiations were coming up. I thought it was an actual per story, but it didn't actually be the case. And that was that, and this was this. So he left because he wants to be a world champion. But Nate bringing that up, saying that he saw this from a mile away, that does not shock me if that actually is part of the case as well. It could be a thing. It could be, but yeah. But we got two more quotes, and then we will get right in to the actual backstage and fighting situation. So, at one point or another, somebody was trying to get away from the Colt Cabana situation, but he was asking like, you guys got some great people in the back there. How does that kind of influence some things that are going on within like the actual product? So like he was really referring to Tony for this question. But Tony, before he could even really get a word out, punches says, "Yeah, no, fuck that question. I'm gonna go into this some more." He says, and I quote, "We have a locker room full of pretty brilliant minds. Jerry Lynn, Dean Malenko, Mark Henry. I when I came back and cut my promo, my second week here, I thought it was pretty decent. You know what I mean? Kind of blurring the lines a bit. What are you doing now, Crazy Phil? Going into business for himself when really I was just defending myself. But when you mix that with attacking Moxley and mentioning, Kingston being the second best Kingston, which I thought was a pretty great line. But the locker room for all the wisdom and brilliance, it doesn't mean shit, and it's not worth shit if you have an empty-headed idiot who's never done anything in this business do public interviews and say, I don't really like taking advice. Who the fuck do you think you are? That's stupid. I'm on a team with Barry Bonds, Mark McGuire, Sammy Sosa, and I don't need to work on my swing. You don't need I'm not going to listen to these guys tell me how to swing a baseball bat. Fucking go fuck yourself. That's how I feel about it. I dare you to say that to somebody like Terry Funk to his face. I don't need to listen to you, Mr. Funk. I know what I'm doing. Fucking grow up. He just goes on and goes on when they're trying to talk about the show now. Like, you're trying to talk about the fucking show now, and now you're just still going in there. But now listen, I know baseball, okay? Talking about the whole baseball references with Sammy Sosa, Mark McGuire, and Barry Bonds and all that shit. That's not a good reference, because all those guys, if you guys know baseball, or at least some of you, maybe you guys know in the chat, those guys were fucking notorious for cheating and doing some things in baseball that are just like some like I they're notorious for cheating, and they have many scandals about them when it comes to the baseball world. So
that's crazy.
You just
That caught me off
completely
guard, man. Oh man.
I didn't know. I don't know about baseball. So I don't know about that stuff.
Yeah. So no, and I know this
Oh,
for a
man.
fact because because you just know some of those names if you know baseball. A lot of those guys.
I'm about to say Phil is telling the truth though. Yeah.
Like a lot of those guys have like fucking scandals when it comes to the baseball world. So obviously you don't know what's happening. It's just like you kind of put yourself there. Um, all the and here's the thing, Lloyd says all the players Punk mentioned were cheaters. So I mean, right there. But yeah, I mean, like obviously, right there, you're just going in for no fucking reason at this point, saying that you went this is just crazy. I'm not gonna listen to these people tell me how to swing a baseball bat. I'd like to hear you tell that to Terry Funk. Like, what does Terry have to do with this? And second off, you're saying to Hangman now that you're saying that he doesn't want to take advice. Let him do him. You be you. Who cares at this point?
He got to get media trained, bro. I don't know what was going on. Hey, hold on. Tyler Sims, he said this y'all go. Punk is still in my top 3. Don't get it messed up, bro. First of all, Shawn Michaels is my goat, and we know what he does. You know about Shawn. You know he was a menace backstage. So come on, bro. Secondly, yeah, Punk got to get media trained, bro. So it's like, cause this is crazy, bro.
How about to say? I think something was in those muffins that he was eating last night on the Medium Scrum.
Dude, he was eating his dinner while all of this was happening.
I about to say him and Tony Khan, man. Both of them was on that stuff last night, boy. I saw it in Tony's eyes. I saw it in Tony's eyes, and then Loft remade the video. That was hilarious, bro. I was dying laughing.
That actually got me a laugh.
Look, come on, man. Y'all can't tell me it look good. It look good.
My man was out of here.
Yeah, that muffin looked good.
And then he was saying he was saying that like these are like from I don't know what bakery it was. I'm not in Chicago, so I don't really know. He was like, this is from like Mary's Bakery or whatever. Go there, but we're closed on like Mondays and Tuesdays. Are you fucking even taking any of this seriously at this point? Like you're just ratting on Hangman, the Bucks, Kenny, and pretty much anybody that would listen, and then all of a sudden you're just saying, "Oh yeah, go to Mary's Diner," but we're closed on Mondays and Tuesdays. What?
Okay. I'm gonna let him have that one because I ain't had a problem. That was the part. That's what he should have been doing the whole. He should have been had that.
Promoting the bakery?
Promoting Mary's Bakery? Like what?
The lighthearted energy. So you rather him slander Hangman and them, or have lighthearted energy? Which one?
No, I'd rather have him have lighthearted energy. But the thing is, like, you're just like saying all of this stuff.
Right.
After you just slandered some of the top guys in the company, it's just like you're not taking any of this seriously. You're just not.
What he should have did was freak. I can't believe I'm saying this. Ugh, I feel like I'm gonna throw up. He should have did what Roman Reigns did. Walk in there, say one sentence, and then go about your business. He want to go in there and do the complete opposite. Say mad sentences. No, bro. No.
Why was Punk even at the scrum, bro?
Because usually a new world champion or a world champion is at these scrums all the time. So that's
my thing, bro. Because if Tony didn't know about his animosity, then I feel bad for him. But if he knew.
Because here's the thing. Kenny and the Young Bucks were supposed to be scheduled for that scrum. It was supposed to be them, not Punk.
Oh.
So I don't know what the fuck happened there to make Punk be the one to replace Kenny
Tony
and the Bucks.
Said, I want CM Punk to talk because I love CM Punk and I love everything he does. So he threw away his EVPs to the side because he wanted to talk to his best friend CM Punk. Honestly, that's all it was.
Now I missed this quote, and this quote happened before the whole the Brilliant Mind quote that happened. Again, Tony was trying to move away from the whole Colt Cabana and the EVP situation, but then CM Punk he just says, "Yeah, no, we're talking about this some more." Again, this man just does not know when to fucking stop, and says, and I quote, "I'll tell you why I'm upset about it. It is because if you're an EVP, you don't try to middle your top babyface. Try to get your niche audience that's on the internet to hate him for some made-up bullshit rumor. It really pisses me off. It's stepping on your own dick, trying to fucking make money, sell tickets, fill arenas, and those stupid guys think they're in Rosetta. I don't know what the fuck that is, but you're saying that you're stepping on your own dick. Listen. The fact that you're doing all this shit, you're stepping on everybody else's, like, you know what? Because you're just saying, you know what, fuck you, and going on to business for yourself. You're going into business for yourself. You don't care about this company. If you don't want to be here, fucking don't be here.
This is CMPunk.com, y'all. This
What's
has been CMPunk.com for 11
No,
years.
No. Here's the thing. We're not talking about this shit. When we're done with this podcast, we're not talking about this shit anymore. I'm telling you right now. But
I am.
fine, you can do
I'm
whatever you
having a great
want. It's
time.
your agenda. It's your agenda. It's your
having a
page.
great
You can do
time.
whatever the fuck you want. But on
It's
OTB,
my favorite
this
song.
is it. This is it. I'm not talking about this shit
What
anymore.
if they fire
And
him tomorrow?
Huh?
What if they just fire him tomorrow or like tonight?
Well, that if they do anything on this show within the next hour, we're talking about it. But I don't want to do this anymore because I want to.
I feel you. I just wanted to. I definitely understand because it's very tiring. It's very.
This has been an exhausting weekend. Things are not going well right now. So I'm done with it. I'm just done. Like, I can't do it. But it's just been an exhausting weekend. Like, I just can't do it anymore. And the thing is, we have more wrestling tomorrow. Like, when is the wrestling gonna stop? Please.
Thursday.
No, because Impact is
No,
on
Impact,
Thursday.
Yep, Impact.
So
Oh damn.
Saturday.
Monday.
Then. Yeah.
Monday, Raw. Tuesday, NXT. Wednesday, Dynamite. Thursday, Impact. Friday for Friday and SmackDown AEW Rampage. You can't get away from this shit. You just can't.
Oh yeah, I read up on that article, by the way, too, that Loft showed earlier in the show. They were talking about Jericho and Moxley is going to be on the show tomorrow now. They weren't scheduled to be on the show, but they're scheduled to be on the show now because of all the crap that happened. So,
all right.
If MJ, as long as it's on the show, I'm good.
Yeah, they said that
no, we're
MJF
hearing
is still
from
on the
MJF
show.
regardless. We're hearing from MJF regardless.
Punk, Steele, Kenny Omega, the Buck, get them out, bro. Suspended, get them out of here, bro. Get them out.
It's been confirmed CM Punk's getting by who? Who confirmed that?
For I ain't see nothing. I was just on Twitter. Where it at?
Yeah, no,
I'm
where'd
pretty
you
sure my phone
find that,
exploded
Josh?
just now.
Because we don't believe anything here when it just comes to the chat. We need actual fucking sources.
When is AEW Grand Slam?
It's like 3 weeks.
Not tomorrow, but in 2 weeks from tomorrow.
After
going to be there.
CM Punk
will be there.
World title needs to lose his world title at Grand Slam and take a long break.
Fightful.
That stuff, bro.
I'm on Fightful right now.
I'm about to say, Phil, don't you got the Patreon? I'm about to say, pull that bad boy up.
I am on Patreon right now.
Put it going to paywall.
For real, I'm about to say, pull that bad boy up. You got the Patreon. You know what I'm saying? You got the sources.
There is nothing on the paywall that says anything about him being fired. The latest thing is about Punk's rumored injury from the fight.
Oh my god.
Oh yeah, I saw that. It was like
he hurt too. Brother.
Yeah, they said like he suffered like a torn pec or shoulder or something like that.
Oh, of
during
course.
The fight.
So yeah.
Wait, from the fight?
Yeah, from the fight backstage.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
I'm done.
Yeah.
Nope. Get him outside there.
So yeah. And we'll get into that too, because I mean, now we're getting into the actual Patreon articles about the fight. So we'll get there. It's just fucking crazy. So we'll get into it now.
Punk.
Yo, better and better. This is great. Great television, bro. Jesus.
Bro, Punk, UFC
this
career was not good.
This is our
Why
biggest
are you still
audience
trying to throw
too.
punches?
What?
My guy is trying to throw punches backstage and didn't hit none during his UFC career.
No, bro.
What are you doing? Like, bruh, stop. Calm down.
Knock Nick Jackson out for real though, because
you know what the Bucks being like the Bucks having their asses kicked by Ace Steele and CM Punk is crazy enough, right? So
y'all were trying to tell me they're the best tag team in the world. Jeff Hardy and Matt Hardy would never. Just saying, the Usos would never. The Acclaimed definitely would
This might-
never.
Bro, you gotta look at it, cause like think about the fight. You gotta look at it in like Ace Steel perspective, because they said that the Elite walked up on CM Punk 3-1. So it's like Ace Steel is like, all right, they trying to jump my boys. I'm gonna grab this chair,
Yeah,
and
grabbed
I'm
a
just
chair and launched it.
He's
I'm
just
just going
launching it.
Looking up and seeing a chair flying at you is crazy.
And after I'm finished throwing the chair, I'm gonna go and I'm gonna give Kenny Omega the mightiest bite he ever received, and that's what he did.
Yeah, so we'll get there.
That fight video is probably hilarious.
Yeah, if
Bro,
there's
I'm about to
ever
say.
if there's ever released footage of the entire
They
thing,
gotta
it's gonna be
release
crazy.
that, bro. They gotta
Oh,
release that, bro.
that is going
That's
to be
gonna be
the funniest.
hilarious, bro.
So this is from Fightful Select. More on the Ace Steel, CM Punk, Young Bucks, Kenny Omega fight. We've learned more about the AEW Brawl after All Out. PW Insider has reported that after the scrum, he returned to the locker room, he being CM Punk, where the Young Bucks and Kenny Omega confronted him. We can confirm that Punk and the Young Bucks had a physical altercation, but haven't heard. Hold on, guys. Hold on.
Getting confronted by the Young Bucks is hilarious.
Comments are killing me, bro. Punk
If I
finally
look at my door, it's just Mick and Matt out there.
I'm about to say, ain't Kenny. You can't forget Kenny too. Kenny pulled up.
Oh,
too.
Kenny!
hold on.
I'm kind of scared of Kenny. Kenny
Hold
give
on.
you a crazy knee. I'm kind of scared of Kenny.
So yeah, they had a physical altercation, but we haven't heard the same for Kenny Omega. Instead, Omega and Ace Steel were said to have had one, as mentioned earlier. We're told that, quote, Ace Steel shoot cracked Nick Jackson with a chair, end quote, and this is laughable.
You know how funny that is, bro? Imagine walking out and then someone is out here like this.
So this is just laughable, but we're going to continue.
Yo! Oh my god! Yo! Waiting out there to give you the craziest BTE trigger you ever seen in your life. With a chair.
Oh,
It hurts. It hurts so bad to
oh my
laugh.
god, bro.
Oh man.
Oh my god, my face hurts. Oh, my face hurts.
Oh
Hey,
man.
laugh. Here's the thing. Laugh. Please,
Yes.
respectfully, shut the fuck up. I can't laugh anymore. I can't.
No. It's so funny, bro.
Oh
All right,
man.
hold on. Okay.
Whew. This company is funny.
With another so another person was saying that they think that he's lucky that he was not thrown in jail. Okay, so if you're talking about jail, this is getting serious.
He threw it hard.
Several sources in AEW that we spoke to said that they believe Ace Steel will not be back within the company after this incident. No shit. No, come on.
Who is Ace Steel?
Sucks, man, he was a pretty good promo, bro.
The guy
No.
that got CM Punk to sign the contract on that
Yeah.
dynamite.
Oh, okay. All right, I understand now.
He's a pretty good promo, but he got you with them chairs and them bites. I don't know what
Yeah. So yeah. So
Ace
yeah,
Steel Chompers over there.
Ace Steel was the one to hit Jackson with the chair.
Ace Steel chair.
I knew he was like
Steel
that.
chair.
Though. I knew he was like that. He looked like
He you know what? Just looking at the
No.
guy, you're right, Tio, saying
Steel
that like, he
chair.
would be the guy to do that.
A steel chair. Oh my god,
No.
bro.
My man, Ace Steel Chompers bit him and threw a chair at him. That's crazy, bro.
Oh,
elite
Oh,
So
handicap match. That's crazy. That's crazy.
yo, this sound like the wildest Jerry Springer fight I ever heard, bro. My god.
I gotta get through these articles, guys.
chat,
I
let me
can't,
get a
I
hashtag
can't
Ace
continue
Steel chair
laughing.
in the chat. Chat, let me get a hashtag
Where's
Ace
our
Steel chair.
Where's our
I can't continue laughing. My entire face is hurting right
Chat,
now.
that's his name. Hashtag Ace Steel chair.
He's still
I listen. We got how many people in this chat? I believe we had like 53 people at one point in this chat.
Hold on,
Listen,
let me check. Let me check.
we got 48 people right now. We're at 50 now. This is our biggest audience. So congratulations to the Panda Wrestling Company and OTB. I know it's a combination, but still, that's impressive to say the least. We need a steel chair. The hashtag a steel chair trending on Twitter. Trending on Twitter.
We can do that.
Oh look,
We need it.
I gotta read this. Yo, Zay, this man said he's talking about Steele. He said that man debuted on national television, cut a fire promo, threw a chair, bit Kenny Omega, pulled his hair, and got fired in 4
in 4 days.
4 days.
Man got into it early. So I'm gonna get my contract.
I'm gonna get my
I'm gonna bite Omega.
All right,
so my tongue.
So PW Insider had also noted that Steele's wife was said to have been around carrying around Punk's dog, Larry. Okay, so she was just taking care of Larry.
Yeah, the dog was there live.
Yeah,
like,
the
bro.
dog was there live.
Like,
and here's the thing. The dog was there live, and from what I heard, the dog actually ran out onto the stage.
Yeah,
you
yeah,
gotta ask Larry what
because
happened.
as soon as we got to our seats, freaking Justin Roberts came out. What's up, Chicago? Then all of a sudden, Larry just came down. I'm like, yo, it's a freaking loose dog. Then CM Punk came out. Yeah, somebody grabbed him. So security was like literally chasing the dog around the arena, and finally they caught him. I'm like, bro,
this company is the most hilarious thing.
So yeah, so she was taking care of the dog, Larry. The story of Nick Jackson having a black eye came from Steele throwing the chair at him. So yeah, he got a black eye from it. But no shit, it's a fucking chair that you're getting chucked at. So I don't know how you don't get hurt. Security was called, and there were many people in quotes trying to break everything up. One person also said that it was a situation of them trying to save lives. Okay.
That might be a little dramatic, but okay.
You ever got hit with a chair before?
Okay, but lives. Okay, bro. Like, okay, I'm relax.
No, but here's the thing. The thing, Tio, and I will. Here's the thing. I will say this: if it was getting to that point, that's fucking serious, bro. I
don't believe that. I don't believe it was that serious.
Like if it was that serious, though, that is crazy.
But throwing a chair is crazy.
I highly doubt it got to that point where it was saving lives. But still, if it ever got to that point, that is crazy.
Man, I thought Sean Spears was the chairman. Nope, it's Ace Steele now.
It's Ace Steele. He's the chairman.
Ace Steele chairman is
Ace
the
Steele chairman.
Ace Steele is good in every hood. I swear to God.
Ace Steele is ready with the game.
So
Ace Steele is not for the games.
Hey Tyler, that's a crazy, bro. He said, "Look, ma, no hands, Young Bucks."
Oh my God. So there was an incredible amount of heat from Ace Steele after the situation. No shit. With one person saying that they weren't sure what happened, but that quote, it couldn't have possibly escalated to having somebody being hit with a chair. End quote. I mean.
Oh my God, bro.
This is just like everything about this is laughable because if this is just like your first time seeing AEW and you see this shit happening, you're like, no way this shit is real.
Bro,
but
this is
I've
my
been
first
watching this
AEW
shit.
pay-per-view.
But like, here's the thing: like, nobody would ever think that like this shit is real if you're just seeing this for the first time. I myself, and I'm speaking for myself here because I don't know how long you guys have been watching this shit, but I've been watching this shit since day one when they had their first meeting in the goddamn Jacksonville Jaguars parking lot before the first pay-per-view at Double or Nothing. Double or Nothing 2019, that was their first ever show before Dynamite was even a thing. I've been watching it since then. So, this is legit. But if you're just watching this company for the first time and you see these reports, you're like, yeah, nah, this shit isn't happening. This shit is not real. Like, come on now. But it is. This is real.
Hey, Tromel, he said Sammy vlog every time, but the one time people need him to be useful, he's gone. Oh God,
Right.
what was his vlog?
That's what I'm saying, bro.
listen,
I know some of the footage.
And here's
Bro,
the
I'm
thing,
about to say-
Tromel. Here's the thing. I've been watching Sammy's vlogs for the last few months, and now there's no vlog. What
I'm
the
about to say,
hell, man?
yo, I'm about,
The elite posted their vlog.
yeah, I'm about to say they
Oh,
posted theirs. I didn't watch it yet.
BTE has the thing.
Yeah, BTE,
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
posted
I
theirs
thought
like earlier today.
somebody told me that BTE got canceled because of the
No,
fight.
it's still up. I'm about to say, I
Yeah, but
saw
this
I
next
saw Brandon
episode might be
Cutler.
a little while because of the
Yeah,
fight. But
I saw Brandon Cutler live with the camera, like out in the crowd. So
people were saying that BTE got canceled because of the fight. So I don't know what happened there. It might be next episodes that kind of might take a little while, but but this episode
Bro.
apparently came out.
Bro, okay, people are saying, and I hate that comparison. AEW is just another version of WCW. Bro, AEW is not close to what WCW
That's Loft
Bro.
right there. You're speaking the Loft right there, buddy.
Bro, until I see Tony Khan win the world title, until I see Tony Khan airing out business on Dynamite Live, until I see movie stars winning the world title, let's stop. Let's stop. Come on. Let's stop. Until I see Punk stable of 10 or like 30 people, and he's in the ring with a mic, and his stable taking over the whole company. Let's stop. Come on, bro.
Do you honestly think they're that far away from that?
WCW is crazy.
Do you think they are so far away,
bro,
from Tony Khan winning a world championship?
Doom, bro. Come on, bro. Come on, Love. Come on, bro. The fake poke of Doom, Love. WCW is crazy. That's a crazy comparison. I'm not gonna lie.
You didn't watch the world title match? You didn't watch the world title match that they hyped up from weeks and then end the squash match a few weeks ago?
This is okay. That was a squash match. That, bro.
That wasn't finger poke of Doom bad though.
That, bro. Come on, bro. Bro, Lesnar beat Kobe Kingston in 10 seconds. Bro, listen. WCW is a crazy comparison, man. Oh no, that's crazy.
They're the same thing.
No, bro, come on, bro. Come on, bro.
You know it. I see it in your eyes. You don't want to believe it. I understand. Trust me, I do. You got to see it, bro. You got to see it with your eyes.
Listen, you guys can have your little argument after the fact, all right? We got to get through this. We got like almost.
I got nothing to argue about. You know what's up.
40 minutes.
You ain't stupid. Put my glasses back on.
Put my glasses back on.
So the argument continued with a lot of cursing and shouting until the Elite left the area, I should say. We've heard from people who are siding with both, saying that Punk's comments prompted the situation, but others are saying that the Elite shouldn't have approached Punk while he was clearly pissed off. However, a large majority seem to think that Punk should have expected to have been approached about it. Now, of course, if Punk was going out there to the media scrum and legitimately just shitting on everybody, of course he should have known that he was going to get approached by people. But yeah, so there was that. PW Insider noted how FTR had left the building by then. So obviously FTR, they're huge. They're like the best friends of CM Punk back there. They posted on Twitter that they were bonding with others in the locker room over a bottle of Woodford Reserve gifted by Strong Styles, Share Delaware. I think Strong Styles is like another like wrestling news website. I'm not too sure, but somebody could confirm. It would seem like they, as well as many others in the locker room who had long left, would have likely not been in any condition to have a gang war situation unfold, like pretty much what happened here. Chris Jericho was credited by several that we spoke to for stepping up even more so in the leadership role over the past couple of weeks. Multiple sources cited his calm demeanor at the scrum in the middle of all the wildness that was going on, and him speaking at the AEW talent meeting recently, and we all knew that the talent meeting happened before All Out. And that was really it. For those asking, we haven't heard if any cameras were catching the situation. So we don't know if there was any cameras, but if there were, that needs to be released because that has to be the whole most hilarious fight scene. And
Bro, I need the Now Arena to release that film, bro. I know they got surveillance cameras up in there.
I need the Ace Steele animation for like the next Mortal Kombat. You're just throwing a chair at the guy, and it's a fatality. Like I need that.
That's gonna be in Fight Forever, bro.
Ace Steele got devastating finisher in the industry. No cap, bro.
It's a one-hit quarter.
Fight Forever.
Hey, after this weekend, bro. Make Jericho an EVP, bro. Make Jericho, because he's more professional than the EVPs, bro. Make Jericho an EVP. He needs it, bro. I'm not gonna lie, bro. Come on now. We not gonna act like, bro. Kenny, wait, aren't the Elite literally trios champions right now, bro?
Yes.
Jericho, to me, Jericho is in the Elite too.
Jericho is not a part of the Elite.
I'm saying that just off of like. He looks like that he is probably under the same ideology as Omega and the Bucks.
I mean, he has some pull, he has some pull backstage, but he doesn't have an actual title.
That's
like an EVP.
Jericho is not any upgrade. William Regal was an upgrade.
He's more professional than the actual EVPs. EVPs are fighting people.
Jericho just went on live television on the freaking Scrum.
Is he fighting talent law? Is he backstage?
Chris Jericho?
During that Scrum,
Jericho books himself to win these matches?
Loff, I'm going to have to stop you there because during that Scrum, Jericho was very professional about what he was talking about on that show.
For the first time.
On that Scrum. The last Scrum that he was a part of wasn't professional?
Are we talking about the same Chris Jericho who literally is booking himself to win matches he doesn't need to win, like Bryan Danielson and Eddie Kingston?
Listen, what's happening on television doesn't have to do anything with the Scrum right now.
Come on, bro. The lead of the trio champions right now. They're booking
themselves. Give it to Chris Jericho and see what happens. Like, it's not going to get worse.
Loft. They waited till Kenny got back to start the trios tournament, Loft. Come on now. That don't sound like bullcrap. Come on now.
It is. But I'm saying Jericho is along with him. He ain't safe from this. What? Jericho ain't any better than any of them. He just knows how to keep his mouth shut sometimes.
When he's being more professional than the EVPs who's fighting people and getting bit and hit with chairs and junk, bro, Jericho is one of those guys that could be like an actual leader and an EVP, someone who could have authority backstage and can make decisions and not fight talent.
Okay, so if Jericho's EVP, then you take him off wrestling then. You don't have him wrestle.
Yes. Yes.
All right, then we're cool. Then we're cool.
Of course. Yes. Jericho got
Jericho doesn't even need to be commentating for all we know. Like the man takes his shirt off while commentating, like he's a fucking mark. Like what?
Then we're cool. I don't want the EVPs wrestling. I just learned. I just remembered that the Bucks and Omega were EVPs about 3 days ago. I forgot about that. I forgot until they told me.
Bro, the comments is D-rodding the Elite like crazy. Bro, Zay, how is them getting in a fight backstage not unprofessional, bro? They're at the media scrum. They went and they confronted the guy. Come on, man. Come on, people.
Punk deserved to get confronted by them because he just...
No, everyone's in the wrong here. Everyone is in the wrong.
Yeah.
But let's not act like people are innocent in this like that. Come on, bro.
Nobody's innocent in any of this.
Lee, it's crazy.
But apparently during all of this shit, Punk got injured again. So we got to figure this shit out.
He needs to go home. It's okay. It's over. You're old school. Sit down somewhere.
So Punk's rumored injuries, CM Punk and Ace Steele's side of the AEW All Out fight. So this is Punk and Ace Steele's side of the situation.
Oh God.
This one here.
This is gonna be good.
How long do we got here? Because I know we're gonna be laughing.
Ace Steele.
So we pretty much...
Did I beat him?
All right, so we pretty much got about 35 minutes, so we can laugh at any points of this if we have to. And I'm pretty sure Panda is going to allow us to go over anyway, because that's what usually happens here, because we just don't know when to shut up at times. But it's for good reason. And look at the audience that we still have at like 10:30 at night. This is crazy. We appreciate you all for being here. This is crazy enough as it is, and we love y'all for being here.
I love you.
That's a little weird. That's a little weird, but you know,
I'm gonna kiss him. I'm gonna kiss him because I love him.
That's a crazy sentence there.
Yeah.
Nah,
we
I
can't
got
be doing
sunglasses on, so anything I do is not wrong.
So yeah, this is their side of the story. Fightful Select have learned more about the fight that went down at the AEW All Out Media Scrum as being told to people close to Ace Steele's CM Punk side of things. Per the Punk Steele side of things, after the scrum, the Young Bucks approached Punk's locker room, and Punk wasn't answering the door after having been in a long match, bloodied, and finished with the emotional scrum. The Bucks were said to have pounded the door and with claims that they kicked the door down, and that's in quotes.
Super kick party.
Yo,
probably. I mean, they probably super kicked the door down. They probably did, if anything.
If I turn the corner, I see the Young Bucks just super kicking the door down.
Super kick party. Smack. What's up? What's up, Punk? Talking all that crap. What's up? What's up?
Super kick party. Boom. What's up, CM bitch? Let's get into this.
You were talking all that stuff.
What's up, CM?
Like Riddle, where you at, bro? Where you at?
What's up, CM? Bitch? Let's do this thing.
What did you say to me, bro?
What you say to me, you CM bitch? Sorry,
where was Brandon?
Huh?
Where was Brandon during this?
Where was Brandon during all this? Bro? Come on now.
I was about to say he needed the cold spray. He could have sprayed some cold spray up in CM Punk's eyes or something like that.
Oh, dude.
So they're like, hey, super kick party, what's up, CM bitch? Sorry, April, this is not you. This has nothing to do with you. We're cool
no.
with you.
No.
What? The Bucks don't have anything to do with April Mendez. They don't have anything.
I
to do
know.
With her.
Keep her name out of this. She's perfect. Keep her out of this. Not her. Not her doing. It's another dude.
And that's what I was saying. What the Bucks are saying, this has nothing to do with you. We just got a problem with your guy right here. So yeah. So they super get the door down. I'm just gonna say that they did because that's hilarious, and that just makes the most sense that they do that. No, AJ doesn't have anything to do with this, Josh. Don't worry. I was just making a joke, and I knew Alf was gonna act like that. That's why I said it too. But yeah. So there was that. Ace Steele's wife was in the room, which is what Steele had told people set him off and made him go ballistic, throwing chairs and ending up biting somebody, that being Kenny Omega.
Was it a planned bite? Like, I want to know if he went into this like, I'm gonna bite him.
For real.
It was his instinct. Like he just pressed triangle and his reversal stock was just a bite.
Can we please have no? Here's the thing. I don't want stories like this every day, but the fact that like this is like the most active that we've all been on the show, and just us laughing, having a good time. Like no Tuesdays talk has ever been like this good. None.
Except maybe the first one. The first one was the one. The first one was crazy.
The first one was crazy. Yeah. Yes, because I mean, I just
we're
said,
about to hit 600.
Huh?
We're about to hit 600 subscribers. We're 2 away.
Hey.
No shit. Oh, let's go. Thank you guys. All right. So obvious. See, Tuesdays talk. That's our growth, man. Like that's our growth. And we have like over 50 people here.
Shout out Rootless Coffee, by the way.
Yeah, shout out Rootless Coffee Company too, because I mean, if we didn't have them, we wouldn't be here right now. But yeah. Also shout out to Panda. I have to say Panda because Panda, he kind of started this whole thing. But yeah.
Hey,
Yo,
Tony Vans, he said Ace needs
Michael.
the AW game now. That's facts. I'm gonna play it.
Yo, listen.
He's a DLC, bro. The A Steel edition.
Ace Steele
Real.
needs to be
Ace
DLC, and there
Ace-
needs to be an animation of him just throwing a chair, not a steel chair, not a steel chair. I need like legitimate, like
Like a
office
Rainbow
chair.
Flanagan chair.
I need an office chair. You remember when Braun Strowman threw like one of the commentators' chairs like out Roman Reigns?
Oh, that
Like
was hilarious.
I need that as like an animation. Like that is crazy.
He do that on Friday. That was
He
wild,
probably
man.
will do that on Friday.
Top 10 spots of all time.
And honestly, that's really the only time I was ever interested in Braun Strowman. No cap. Like that was it. That was it.
That's facts.
That was it. And
2017 Braun, woo!
Ace Steel is amazing.
because
Okay.
Braun Strowman, fucking ass. Sorry.
Are we talking about Brian?
When Braun Strowman tripped when he was doing this whole train gimmick on Raw,
Oh yeah,
absolutely
bro.
hilarious.
I'm like,
I loved
Bro,
it.
bro,
I loved it.
First of all, why is he in there beating up the whole tag division? How does that make
Yeah.
like,
With
hey,
skinny
so-
jeans, with skinny red jeans on.
Yeah, like why is he in a red
With
tights
no
now?
belt.
Like that.
Don't get me started on Braun. Bro. Don't get
He
me
was like
started.
retired Santa Claus. He looked ridiculous.
Braun Strowman should have never came back. I'm sorry. Like, listen, I've met the man before. He's honestly a very nice guy. He's 6'8", and I don't ever want to meet him again because he can like kill me in an instant. But he's a very nice guy. Like, I don't want anything like out of that kind of thing to happen. But the fact that he
Braun
came
versus
back,
Ace Steel.
I'm gonna get
imagine.
And an Ace Steel chair match.
Braun versus Steele.
yo.
he gonna hear Ace Steel name. He ain't gonna want to fight no more.
No, the new deluxe version called it Ace Steel Bite Forever.
Yes. Oh my god. The new AEW game, Ace Steel Bite Forever.
Deluxe version, Ace Steel
Bro.
Bite Forever.
$100. Oh
Take
man.
your money, please. Thank you.
Yeah.
I was about to say you get a real steel chair as a prop to go with the game.
Yeah.
Open, oh, look, there's chairs in here. We throw this.
I'm gonna throw this.
Throw this in my mom.
We got a weird name. Well, that's why you talking to pot. Hey, get Braun Strowman's meat out of your mouth. I don't want. I know you know how it tastes. Don't tell me how it tastes, bro. You know how it tastes. I don't want to know how it tastes, bro. We just talking. You bad that we getting on Braun Strowman because he botched and he's back for no reason. Stop it, bro. No one cares. You the only Braun Strowman fan I know.
But here's the thing. This is why we run a podcast, and you're here in the chat.
You watching us?
sorry.
Obviously, we're entertaining you
watching
somewhat.
us. Like what? Listen,
If you don't like what we're saying, just go watch another podcast.
we don't
what I'm saying?
mind. We don't mind. Like I
love
don't
you
want
to
to
be
ever
here, but
lose
if you wanna
viewers,
go.
but we don't mind.
The door is that way. I call Ace Steel on you.
Yeah, I mean, we can have Ace Steel on freaking speed dial and throw a chair at you. I'm sorry, that just happens.
Oh my god, bro.
So,
My chest hurt. Oh man.
Listen, my entire face has been hurting this entire stream. So Ace Steel's wife was in the room, which was the whole reason why apparently he went ballistic and threw a chair. And biting somebody, so there's the thing. The claim was made from him. The claim made from him was that he was looking out for his wife above anything else. Okay, so yeah, so you're chucking chairs and biting people on behalf of your wife. Okay, that makes all the sense in the world. From what we heard, Omega didn't seem nearly as upset initially, but things got out of hand and he ended up being bitten. So yeah, like we said earlier, we're told the fight was very long. Okay, so we had like an hour fight. So we had like an hour long backstage
They're
brawl.
having an Iron Man match back there.
For real. 60 minutes, bro. Time limit. Like what?
Bro,
Listen, Robinson's back there. It's time.
Yo,
time, bro.
listen, I'm sorry, like, but we need, like, just an episode of AEW Dark. We need just an episode of AEW Dark just as this fight. Like, it needs to happen. Like, I don't care. I don't care if it's just only on YouTube and it just
Put it
doesn't
on
get shown,
Rampage.
like, on television. I need
Put
this
it
fight
on
aired.
Rampage.
Put it
Put it
on
on
Rampage.
Nah,
Rampage.
for
Gonna
the
watch.
I
main
need
event.
I
Oh
need
yeah,
this fight
Rampage
aired.
viewers. That's
Like,
Rampage viewers.
like I need this fight aired, man. Like, I need this aired.
Wow, man.
That would get Rampage's, like, ratings up and everything like that. That would help. That would help.
Russell Spot said put the title on Ace. Facts. No, don't take it back.
No, don't take it back now.
Nah,
That's my
don't
man
put it,
for
don't
real.
put it back on. Honestly,
And he was like, just kidding, just kidding.
Ace Steele's the one.
so so there were rumors that Punk had injured his triceps during this altercation. However, those near him say that it happened during a dive that many noticed during the AEW All Out main event. He could have been icing it after the match during the scrum, which wasn't the case because I don't recall him icing anything during the scrum. We have been told of any severity, but we're told that Punk was hurt going into the backstage fight. We need to point out that this is what we've heard as one-sided story, which we haven't heard much of until this point. There was a rumor running rampant that Steele and Punk are both done with AEW, but those close to them say that they haven't been informed of that as of yet. Virtually all of the AEW roster we've spoken to believe that Punk and Steele aren't let go. Heavy amends will need to be made. If you have questions regarding the rumors or whatever that can't be clarified, drop a comment below. Blah 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 blah. That's usually what they always say for the ending of it all. But yeah, so we just know that Punk's injury, it does seem to be legit. He does have like some type of injury after all of this, but it could have happened during the match. It could have happened after the fight. Who the fuck knows? All we know is that Punk is injured. Just have him lose it at Grand Slam, please. MJF versus CM Punk. Have MJF win the title. That's it. I'm fucking done with this shit. If you don't want to be here, Punk, just don't be here. That's just that. That's it. If Punk does not want to be here, and Punk clearly doesn't want to be here, because he was pretty much telling Tony during the entire scrum that he doesn't want to be here without saying those words. If you don't want to be here, just go away. Go home. Go home.
Yeah, man. Hey, suspend everyone involved in that fight. Get away for Punk to drop that belt. Give him let him think about what he needs to do because this is crazy. Him doing all this is just wild. I won't say it's completely one-sided. There's things that it had to be something made him this mad. It won't be. It's not just one-sided, but him just doing all this is just ridiculous. It's ridiculous, and it's taken away from MJF. That's the thing that's making me mad. I can't care about Nick Jackson getting hit with a chair, Kenny Omega getting bit. I don't care, bro. The fact that it's all taken away from MJF is a thing that gets on my nerves. So I don't rock with that. Like you could say it's karma because what MJF did during the Wardlow stuff, but MJF still don't deserve that.
Yeah. Yeah, no, MJF, he's one of the biggest commodities, if not the biggest commodity now that he's back in AEW. The fact that he showed up on All Out, confronting CM Punk, obviously going after the World Championship. You just gotta do what's right now, and you gotta make MJF the World Champion. I've been saying it for months that it was going to be MJF and CM Punk, and CM Punk was going to lose to MJF to get that world title. You're doing that now, then. Like you're just doing it now. You're not waiting until Full Gear, because Full Gear is all the way in fucking November. We're not doing this now. You're doing it at Grand Slam, if anything. That's the biggest stage possible. It's 3 weeks. Suspend him for 2 and then get him for Grand Slam.
The thing about this is, like, even if they do that, it's like the magic of it is still taken away, because we know it's not happening because MJF is getting the torch past him. We know it's happening because CM Punk is wild.
Yeah,
we know this.
Yeah, no.
That's what makes it just like
And people are also going to say that you're just hot shotting the title and you made CM Punk a 2-time champion for no reason.
Yeah.
But here's the thing. Also, I don't mind if it's hot shotting the title if we just get this man out of this goddamn company. Because honestly, the man deserves to be fired. like the man he doesn't want to be here. Go home.
Wait a minute. Didn't Eddie get suspended for doing something similar to this?
Eddie got suspended for 2 weeks because he had an altercation with Sammy Guevara that wasn't even really... no, it was his fault. I shouldn't say it wasn't his fault, but it was. He got into an altercation with Sammy Guevara. Sammy started things, but because Eddie got physical, he was the one that got suspended. Sammy should have gotten suspended too. Sammy should have gotten suspended too, but he didn't.
Listen, they need to do this like they did in school. Like when you were in the class and one person was talking and the whole class got in trouble. That's what they got to do. Just get rid. Everyone needs to get in trouble in this whole situation. Everybody. I don't know how
everybody
far you
needs
go.
at least a suspension.
Yeah.
Everybody needs at least a suspension. Steele is gone. Like, he's fired. Like, go home. Like go home. Be home with your steel chairs and just go home. Like that's it. Like you can bring your steel chair home and just sit there and wallow in your own pity.
Don't worry, Steele. You'll always have a fan in me, bro. You always have a fan.
You didn't even know who Ace Steele was until that Wednesday.
I know now.
Bro, he's a brand new fan now. I'm about to say after what he just heard.
See now here's what Tio's gonna do. He's gonna get off this show. He is going to look at at the subscription service for Ring of Honor, because Ace Steele and CM Punk were tag team in Ring of Honor, and he's gonna be watching that all night.
I did not know that.
I'm gonna go back and watch every single match. If he uses a steel chair, I'm gonna text Steele and I'm gonna send you a clip. I'm gonna be like, this is why we watch Ace Steele. This is why
I know what I'm doing tonight.
Wait, you guys didn't know that for real? You guys didn't know that for real?
No, I didn't know that for real.
That's the only reason why Ace Steele was even there on Wednesday, is because they have association with each other in that way of Ring of Honor and them being tag team.
I thought that was his dad. I had no idea who Ace Steele was.
You thought that was his dad? Oh my god!
To be fair, it looked like Ace Steele is still the GOAT. You know what I'm saying, chat? Roman Reigns, acknowledge Ace Steele. No cap. Come on now, chat. Come on.
I about to say, I wonder if when he hit Nick with the chair, did he say "eat steel" and smack him?
That has to be his catchphrase. That has to be his catchphrase.
Steel, smack, like, oh.
That is hilarious.
He looks like
that
he'll bite
needs
you.
to be his catchphrase.
For real.
He looks like he'll bite you. Look at him.
Hey, Zay said we said hi and bye to a GOAT this week. That's facts, bro. That's facts, man.
Damn,
That is hilarious, Nate. Eat steel. Boom.
Eat steel. Smack. Like, oh my god. Bro. Bro, you know what? I got my video idea for tomorrow, bro. I got my video idea for tomorrow. Oh man.
So the final thing that I do kind of want to talk about before we get out of here, and this will probably be the final 15 minutes of the show, because also during that media scrum, when all the superstars were done and over with, and the media crew just had time to talk with Tony, somebody was asking him about them being the third show of the weekend, because obviously Clash of the Castle happened. Then obviously the NXT show happened before All Out, and then All Out happened at 7-9, and listen, you guys knew I had to bring this up. Come on now, this is hilarious. You guys knew I had to bring this up. And I'm making a video on this here for TikTok too, because this is just hilarious. I might legitimately clip this part for OTB, because this is just going to be hilarious for the actual OTB TikTok.
I will repost that, bro.
For the OTB TikTok, I might legitimately post our thoughts on that. So Tony Khan, he spoke about all of this, saying, and I quote, "We were the first pro wrestling show on Labor Day weekend last year, and we were the third this year. I don't think that was a coincidence. When the fight is brought, I have a unique way of fighting. A lot of money to bring to the fight. This is not a game to me. This is my life. I don't think that this is a joke. I don't think it's a joke. I take it very seriously. When I compared myself to Jim Crockett Promotions this weekend, I got a taste of the same medicine Jim Crockett Promotions took, but I have a lot of fucking money, and I'm serious. I am not gonna sit back and take this fucking shit." Tony Khan on WWE counter programming All Out. You did take the shit though. You did. You did because you were the third show.
Phil, you got to reenact it. You got to reenact, bro. The eyes and everything, bro. No, the eyes and everything, bro.
I'm not gonna take this fucking shit.
I'm not gonna take this fucking shit.
Why are you moving? Stay still.
Phil, do you still want to be known as a con? But you might want to drop the con.
I need to rebrand. I need to rebrand. I like you guys need to help me out with the rebranding, because I don't listen. I stutter all the time on this show, and everybody kind of tolerates it and everything like that. But I do not want to be this bad.
I'm saying, Phil.
Yo, Russell Spike said that man looked around the room to see if anyone believed.
Right? See?
For real.
I'm not gonna take this fucking shit.
What are you looking?
Listen, I might legitimately need help with a rebranding system, because I don't want to be associated with this guy anymore. I don't want to deal with the contracts, because the contracts are already apparently being tampered with by Tony Khan as well. So I don't know about that.
Jeff said it and no one heard, no one listened. Jeff said that when he was about to leave, and everyone just acted it was cool. Jeff said that they tried to contact him before he left, but okay. Putting the glasses back on.
What are you, fucking Mitri?
Nah, I just like glasses.
And listen, Mitri, that's not even a fucking shot to you. I love it when you do that shit. That's absolutely awesome. Except when you do it to me, because when you do it to me, it kind of hurts. But listen, I love you, Mitri. It's just what reminds me of what Lop is doing right now. That's all.
Hey, Phil, you might want to change your last name from Khan to Hemsley, bro.
Oh no, listen, I'm gonna do an entire rebrand. I need y'all help, because this is not right. Like, I do not want to be associated with this man.
Just go back to Phil.
I mean, everybody calls me the little brother anyway, but
Tromel says, "How do you manage to get Adam Cole in a 7-year con?" No, that's not. Is that real?
Yeah,
that's
a 7-year
real.
contract.
Yeah, it's a 7-year contract.
Yo,
that's stupid.
Yo, that's bad. Hey, I'm not gonna lie, Adam Cole, that's bad business practice, bro. 7 years, bro.
His contract was ending in 2024, but then he extended 7 years or something like that. So yeah,
What?
it
was an extension.
Yeah, it was pretty much.
I didn't know it was an extension. I thought he just signed it straight up.
You can't even sign NBA players for that much.
That's what I'm saying.
That's what I'm saying. How about that? Max deal is 5 years.
Yeah, and people barely get that.
Well, here's the thing. I'm guessing. Here's the thing. I'm guessing because obviously Tony Khan has a lot of backing, with the NFL, within the NFL and stuff like that. Oh. A max contract is 7 years, so I'm thinking that's what he was trying to do.
Signing 7 years with any company is nuts.
No matter what company it is.
I am not branding myself with a McMahon. No, fuck that. That is not happening. Nope.
Don't do that.
Nope.
Don't get it twisted, bro. Vince is still worse than Tony Khan, by a mile. It's not even close. Don't get it twisted, bro. Like Tony's bad, but
Okay,
Vince.
and here's the thing, Loft, you can't even
This ain't about
don't
me.
even be
This ain't
saying
about me.
wrong.
This
Don't
ain't
even
about
be
me.
saying anything
This ain't
wrong.
about me.
Don't even be saying anything
If
wrong
I
about that
speak,
because that
if I
is
speak,
so
I'm hurt your
true.
feelings. So
That is so
know-
true.
you know
just
what-
leave
you
me
know
alone.
Loft know what's up, bro.
Just leave me alone. I'm gonna say something I don't want to say, so just leave me alone.
Loft know what's up, bro.
Oh no,
I'm
we'll
gonna say- I'm
talk
gonna say-
after this shit then because you know that's true and you just don't
My
want to
mom
say it.
told me
He don't want to say it. He know it's true, bro.
He doesn't
if
want
I
to
have
say it
nothing
because
left
now
to say,
here's the thing. He
Look.
doesn't want to say it because he doesn't want to technically compliment Tony Khan, and that's what he does. He doesn't want to compliment
Look,
Tony. He
bro.
only wants to shit on him, and that's what he does. Like that's what happens.
I complimented Roman
Loft,
Reigns
you
today,
can lie to
so
all.
my
You
integrity
did,
is
and you know what?
already.
I actually
Bro.
applauded you for that when I saw that video. I was like, wow.
Yeah, check me out though, Loft. You can lie to all these people, but I used to pop in on your lives during the Vince McMahon era. I know. I
Okay.
seen your face. You look like you wanted to jump off a bridge.
I did.
You can't lie to me, Loft. I
He
know. We
looked
know.
so depressed, man.
We
And
know.
like,
That was probably
if
like the
I wasn't
worst time
alive,
of my
like
life.
he looked so depressed.
Thunderdome Raw. Oh my god, I will never forgive myself. I put myself through that, bro. Oh
Yeah, I don't
man,
know why you went live during that
because
that
I'm for
era,
the people,
because it was-
Phil.
I wasn't even making
Because I'm for the people.
Because I'm for the people. I was the only
Yo,
one doing that shit.
the accusation is
So-
crazy. Yo, bro said Tony ain't making his employees sleep with him like Vince. The accusation
All
is
right,
crazy.
okay.
The
See?
accusation is crazy.
So I'm gonna take it too far.
see,
It's not-
but here's the thing.
Not
If it wasn't for Tio, we probably would not have acknowledged that comment. So Tio sells it, and he brings that up on the he brings it up on the
I was
podcast.
gonna ignore that one. Sheesh.
It's not ridiculous, bro. That's all I'm gonna say. That's
No,
all
I
I'm-
mean, Tony's right. Tony Bands is right, but that doesn't mean we have to acknowledge it. Like,
Moving on. Let's talk about sports.
but in all seriousness, listen, Tony. Yeah, you were the only show on Labor Day weekend last year, but things happen. And I was
Games
talking
happened.
Bird, I think HB Bird, you know, he made a video on this entire quote saying, "Listen, I like Clash of the Castle was made in like fucking January, I think. So like
Yeah, that was
so that was like
months.
way before anything happened for All Out. So if you don't want it on the same weekend, don't book it on the same weekend.
Phil, look.
Phil
Phil,
not-
your narrative.
Phil not famous.
Phil,
Still not famous. Fill your narrative. Okay, listen.
Phil packed.
Phil packed.
That'll be your finish here.
Phil packed.
Phil packed was crazy. Oh.
Clash of the Castle was made way before All Out was, so if you really didn't want to be a part of that weekend, all you could have done was just, schedule it better. Like that's really it. I love the video that Loft you made about, the tweet that said nobody wants to treat this like competition until it's actually treated like competition.
Yeah, Tyler sent me that. Tyler sent me that tweet like an hour before I made that video. I didn't see that. He sent me that tweet, and I was like, "That's probably the most accurate tweet I've ever seen in my life."
I mean, that wasn't the exact tweet that I was saying in my head. That was kind of, just like a rephrasing of it, but that's
Yeah.
exactly kind of what it was. I mean, nobody's treating it like competition until it's actually treated like something.
That's crazy, bro.
So, I mean,
it's crazy because the thing about AEW is like it's two different AEW fans, bro. It's the people who hate AEW
and
it's
want
the
it to
people
fail.
who absolutely
I
just
don't want it to
deride
fail.
AEW. And when you
No,
say
but-
one negative thing about AEW, they swear you just insulted their mother. So AEW got the most weirdest fan base. There's no middle ground with AEW. With AEW fans, there's no middle ground. I swear to God.
I'm a fan
I
of
swear-
professional wrestling. I watch everything that I can. Like to me,
know.
and I mean, I'm only speaking for myself here. Y'all can tell me how much of an AEW shill I am, possibly. I'm not really much of a shill anymore for this company. You know, Lof, especially, I was a shill for this company at one point, and I was just saying everything positive and nothing
Phil,
negative.
I have no reason to self-deprecate my friends.
But
I have no
listen,
reason.
I turned the fucking table.
We'll
I
deprecate.
don't like this company is not as perfect as a lot of people once
I
thought
have
it
no
was.
reason to antagonize you for
And
that.
this,
Promise.
no,
You
this,
can
I think
listen. You can like
No, I can't.
this,
That
bro,
doesn't solve anything.
the
this
fact
is the thing.
the fact that
This,
I did once be like that, and now that I learned am not anymore, it's a big step. It honestly is a big step in progress as to what
Progression.
this show is going for.
but look though, Phil, bro. Don't, bro. You good because there's people who were shills for Vince McMahon WWE. So
That's
just you know,
very
what I'm
true.
saying?
Very
You're
true.
good.
Nate
The
knows
thing
who
about
that is.
like
I was probably one of the most tamed AEW fans
You
on
already
TikTok.
know, Loft.
That
You
guy's
already
crazy.
know. Yeah,
I
that
I
guy is.
He has
Listen,
some terrible takes.
I well, listen, that guy. I don't even want to talk about that guy. But
That
Yeah,
guy.
you're not as extreme at all.
but yeah, I was probably one of the most tame AEW fans on TikTok, and that's actually saying the least because
Thing is,
there
Phil,
was some craziness there.
you know the reason why I can't attack you for that? Because I promise you, I was the same way about TNA, and I kind of still am.
Oh yeah,
So
yeah.
I'm super defensive about TNA anytime, any moment. So I listen.
But
I
here's the thing.
understand.
Before, at first, when AEW was a thing, nobody expected shit like this to happen. Nobody even expected Punk to even be here in AEW. So, like, how was this supposed to be even a
It just
thing
happens.
until we figured it out? Like,
this is the thing, bro. It's like people are really just that it's a company, bro. This is
yeah,
what's gonna happen. Stuff is controversy is gonna, bro. WWE has been through 1,000, a million of these. This is just AEW's first big controversy. They're gonna have more, and that's okay. Company, so it's like it don't got to be perfect. It doesn't have to be perfect. You know what I'm saying? And so it's like we gonna see more stuff happen, but I think AEW is gonna be fine. I think the AEW is burning. I'm like, that's a little dramatic, but they're gonna be fine. Give them a couple months, and people be talking about MJF.
this is not like
I
all
hope
the
so.
stuff that's happening right now with AEW. It's not that it can't be fixed. All of
Facts.
this can't be fixed. It's just a matter of Tony Khan actually being a boss at the end of the day and figure things out. Now
Wrestle
listen,
spot. Thank you. That's what I've been trying to tell people this whole time. I hate that. Every time I wrestle release, to go to AEW, it's gonna be like heaven over there. Is it heaven now?
not
what's
not ever since Punk came here. When Punk was not there, I bet that locker room was really happy, and they were like trying to make themselves better and better every show that they got to. But ever since Punk got there, it's been downhill ever since.
Kingston said it.
Okay. I'm gonna stop you on that. I can't blame it fully on Punk because, bro, from Eddie Kingston to MJF, the guy after guy,
Every person that Punk worked with,
their mouths, like the originals, all they say is, "Oh, these WWE guys." So I can't fully blame it on Punk.
every person that Punk worked with has had issues, and ever since then, this company and that locker room has not been at its best.
The only one who worked was Darby.
But look, though,
Darby, and now it's
not
his
like
debut match.
people were saying bad stuff about only Punk. People like AEW originals were literally saying, "Yo, I'm hating all these WWE guys here."
That was MJF, and that's every,
that was
every time.
No, that wasn't. Come on, Phil. That wasn't just MJF, bro. Eddie Kingston, MJF, Hangman Adam Page. That wasn't just MJF. Come on, Phil. It wasn't just MJF.
Do you blame them though?
All of those guys worked with CM Punk.
But the blame, bro. So CM Punk is the only guy that people is like.
A lot of people
He
believe
started
that.
it.
Yes,
He's not the only.
And I must be one of them.
Oh, yo.
I didn't say he's the only one, but he sparked it because Eddie Kingston said
a lot of it.
The first time he had that promo, Eddie, and that's why I have more respect for Eddie Kingston, because even though he looks like he is a problem backstage, he looks like he gets more respect than CM Punk does. The moment I read an article where CM Punk said that him and a whole bunch of ex-WWE guys gathered around in a circle like a campfire and talk about their horror stories from WWE, I was like, that is probably some of the most goofball shit I've heard in my life. It was a whole article. I read it back when CM Punk first came back.
Yeah.
I'm like,
and I remember that article. I do.
I'm saying here, I'm like, Okay, and then Eddie Kingston says it. Then Hangman says it's like no one likes you. That's not a fact that no one knows. You can't be building up a company and then have CM Punk walk in, and CM Punk didn't
Here-
walk in quietly. Tony Khan
Here's
made sure to make him a main attraction. So
yeah.
now you have everyone who's been there in 2019 getting
They
taken over by CM Punk, who just got there after being away from wrestling for 11 years, and
they
now he
they
gets more
sold
TV time than me. I'm probably pissed off too. The hell out of here.
they sold out the United Center on a fucking rumor. But then
That
but then
look, look, I
ever
can't
since
agree with you on
Darby
that one.
Allin was the only person that has not had an issue with CM Punk. Any other rival that Punk has had throughout his entire AEW career has said the exact same thing. The exact same thing.
But look though, love, I can't agree with you on that one, bro, because that come down to business, bro. That come down to business. Like if I'm a new wrestler, if I'm a new wrestler in WWE, and I'm getting mad that someone is coming in and taking my spot, bro, that's the more known person, bro. That's just how it be, especially with AEW, and you're building the company, you're trying to make the company more
You
mainstream.
know damn well,
That's
Tio. Come
If
on.
every
that's
person,
how
on.
business works.
if every person besides one person has said the
Okay,
exact same
hold on.
thing in their rival to CM Punk, like there's got to be something there, bro. There's got to be.
My thing
Everybody
is,
said the exact
okay,
same
my
thing.
my thing is these AEW original guys talking about these WWE guys. When do they not know that this company built off of WWE guys? Like when it first started, like partially, it was built off of the elite. You know what I'm saying? But some of the people apart was WWE guys. Chris Jericho was the first world champion.
Pac was one of the first signings. Jericho was obviously the first world champion.
So the company started with WWE guys. I just don't get these AEW guys. I don't get what they're saying when they say this WWE guy stuff. It's weird. It's weird.
Because there was a balance. Because at first there was a balance. And you had AEW where they were coasting. Everything was fine. And then the spike came when CM Punk got there. Was it a good spike for business? Of course it was. But now you have everyone who was back there. Of course, they're not going to take into account what was there when AEW first started. When they're already coasting and then you pour more water onto the cup that's already overflowing and add CM Punk to that, not only push him to the top of the card, not only have him beat some guys back there who he shouldn't be beating, now you've created a conflict because not only they're ignoring the guys who were from WWE, because 9 times out of 10, that was the only major wrestling company. So that's why they're all from over there. But when you bring CM Punk over there and you make him the main attraction of everything, you don't let him just fall into the cards. You make him the main attraction immediately. You create a conflict, and the conflict grows because all you're doing is feeding CM Punk's heavy ego. And now we're at a situation we're at now.
And here's also the thing here too.
I got a question, Love.
Okay.
So what would you say about Cody Rhodes coming in WWE? Technically, he's getting spots on the card. He's getting fused with Seth Rollins. He's getting a main event at Hell in a Cell.
Yeah.
And they are letting him come out there with a torn pec muscle. You know how dangerous that is? Do you think Vince McMahon would let Dana Brooke come out to the ring with a torn pec muscle? No, that's favoritism. That's showing Cody's ego as well. That's the same thing.
Of course it is.
So you think Dana Brooke out there with a torn pec? Come on now.
No.
Come on. Okay.
No, of course not.
It's the same concept.
Of course it is. We know Vince is bad. We knew Vince was stupid. So why is Tony following the same thing? That's the thing. The example of Vince McMahon will always stand because Vince McMahon did terrible, stupid things. But now that Tony Khan did the exact same thing.
And here's the thing: the doctor allowed that to happen too because he's like, yeah, your pec is already torn off the bone. You can't do any damage. How fucking reckless that is?
Oh yeah.
So that right there. I mean, there's nothing there for that. But like, and here's the thing too, when it comes to the whole AEW and the whole ex-WWE guys thing, and like you said, it was started on a lot of ex-WWE guys at the time. But there was also a point in the era where I mean, everybody saw this happening right before our very eyes. The mass releases almost every 3 months, or whatever that was. The mass releases, and then every single time when those 90-day no compete clauses came out, Tony Khan signing after signing after signing after signing after signing after signing of these ex-WWE guys, which actually got them spots on the card, which actually got things going on. And then we didn't really get to see most of the AEW originals because these WWE guys got spotlights. Now, do some of the spotlights that actually, stay? Ask Malachi Black, who's no longer on the AEW roster page. And yeah, he's practically gone from AEW. I don't know if you knew that or not. Ask Andrade. Ask Andrade. Obviously, the spotlight that happened on him really faded away, and look at where he is now. A lot of these WWE guys that happened aren't really a thing anymore, and you just don't get to see them. Now,
look at Malachi Black.
So what did that?
Even.
So in my mind,
Malachi Black
my
is
mind,
basically
that would
gone from the company.
Right? That would contradict these guys' points to these WWE guys coming in and taking over. Not coming in and taking over nothing, bitch. Nothing. The only real guy taking over is CM Punk, and that's because he's CM Punk.
Mox was just world champion.
But Mox, hold on a second there. Mox was like, practically there day one.
I understand that. I don't have an issue with Mox. I'm just saying, the fact is the fact.
But
Mox was practically day one. I technically
count
count him as an AEW original.
He
I
is.
technically count him as an AEW original.
I didn't say there's anything wrong with it. I'm just saying the fact is the fact.
I technically count.
I'm not saying that to deprecate him. All I'm saying is that the fact is the fact. We know where he came from.
Yeah, I mean, okay. What be the definition of an AEW original?
People that were there practically since day one.
Okay, a lot of WWE guys.
No, not just day one. I'd say within the first year of the company.
A lot of the first year guys would. There's a good couple of WWE guys that would count as AEW originals. You could technically, with their logic,
I say
count as an AEW original. He was at the first All In pay-per-view.
I say within the first year for me personally. But that's just me personally. I don't know about any of y'all, but yeah.
I don't know. It's a weird situation. This definition of AEW original is just it's very wonky with me. But yeah.
Are there any AEW All Out AEW originals?
Are there any AEW originals? Hangman Adam Page, Kenny Omega, all the guys that are part of the Elite, Jungle Boy, Luchasaurus, that there are a ton of AEW originals out there.
So, and that's the thing I've always had resentment for Tony Khan for doing, because as soon as
pretty much your entire tag team division are AEW originals.
That's what I'm saying. As soon as they got released, he signs all of them, which I don't have an issue with. But you sign them all in. I'm lying. I do have an issue with it, because he signs them all into an influx, and now there's 8 WWE guys that you can't make all world champion. You can't make them all happy. You're only signing these people to say, "Oh, the big bad Vince wasn't giving you opportunity, so I'm gonna give you opportunity." And then he doesn't, because you can't make everyone champion. So you either have Keith Lee and Swerve being your tag team champions, but now you got Andrade sitting there in obscurity and Malachi about to leave. You got Mox and Punk at the top of your card, but it doesn't make any sense. That's how they ruined this. I won't say they started at the beginning. The beginning, that if they wanted to do that in the beginning, they did at the beginning. It was the influx of the huge multiple signings of these wrestlers just to make them feel better that, oh, there's a different place for you to go, and promising them peaches and cream, and you're not getting any of that. You're just living off of a dream and living off of hope. That's it.
Okay, you know how I was talking about Malachi Black earlier?
Mm-hmm.
That's my mistake. He just got put back on the roster.
Oh, okay.
All right, so he's back on the roster page. It's just apparently before I do want to announce that he was off the roster page. Now he's back on. So I don't know.
Hey, this is a fact that you bring up a good point. Yes, no one is an AEW original. People just don't recognize New Japan Pro Wrestling, Ring of Honor, or the Indies. That's my whole that is my
All
whole
right,
point.
then.
If we're gonna recognize that guys are from WWE, can we get? Why can't we recognize that guys are from Ring of Honor, New Japan Pro Wrestling?
Well, here's the thing. If we want to do that, Brody King is a Ring of Honor original.
There we go.
I'm
all about keeping it equal for every place, every company, every person.
You know why you can't keep equal though? You know why you can't keep equal though? Because there's a ladder of professional wrestling. No matter
tribalism. That's what I subject that to. It's tribalism.
Be that as it may, there's still a ladder. WWE will
WWE's always on top,
no matter what we like it or not. So I'm saying there's always a ladder here. The reason why people don't. Okay, let me say.
Shawn Spears was WWE. That was Ty Dillinger.
The reason why most people don't acknowledge the New Japans and the Ring of Honor and the other indie shows because they're not mainstream. We're only looking at the mainstream stuff. That's what Tony Khan was looking at here. He's looking at the people who are going to bring most eyes to the show.
AEW originals should really be defined as homegrown, first signed to AEW type talent, like my man Tony is saying right here. Hook, Jade Cargill, Brock Anderson. They were never in any other wrestling company before AEW. Those guys, those are true AEW originals. Practically anybody else on this roster, they were signed elsewhere. You could find them.
Fact, bro. Tony, you facts. And Loft, bro. Okay, Master Don said, signing guys to make them feel better or building the best roster for a TV program. He's speaking facts right there. You know why he's speaking facts? Because look at what was it? Forbidden Door. Every single one of Tony Khan's stars, pretty much almost every one of them got injured, bro. And guess what happened?
Yeah.
He still had stars to fill the show. If this was Vince McMahon, bro, if Roman Reigns got injured, the show is over. We're not having a show. SmackDown's canceled.
That's facts.
So it's like you can't really blame Tony Khan for signing a lot of guys that he knows that could put butts and seats in the stars. When people go down, he still got more people.
But I don't blame him for the signing. I blame him for the booking.
I'm looking at this roster right now. Christopher Daniels, come on! If we're doing by this freaking logic, he's a TNA original, guys. Come on now. He's a TNA original.
If y'all want to use the semantics, y'all can use the semantics. But it all comes down to the booking. They signed all these people. If you book them like this,
I agree there. The booking has been terrible over the last few months. It's terrible.
My problem is when a guy that came from the WWE comes to AEW and has success, people want to discredit it and say, oh, it's a WWE guy at the top. He's good at what he does. He's a good wrestler. He's a good performer. Why are we discrediting someone because they came from one of the best companies in the world?
Because people want to say that why aren't these AEW guys getting a shot? Because those guys are also just as good. Some of them, if not better, to those eyes.
And that's the thing.
That's
bro.
That's it.
People got it, bro. Your favorite
tribalism.
people is not going to top all the time. Your favorite people are not going to be at the top. Bro, AJ Styles hasn't won a big match, and I can't even remember how long, bro. I'm not sitting around here going around saying like, oh man, this is so unfair. Like, bro, you got to recognize your favorite people is not going to be in the positions you want them to be all the time. And that's just how business goes. That's how that
Unless your favorite is Roman Reigns.
Well, that's
then that would be crazy.
Whoa, I just, oh my god, that was freaking scary what I just saw. Holy shit. I was on Instagram. I was scrolling through Impact Wrestling. They, posted a picture for what's happening on Dynamite, not Dynamite, on Impact, which I think would have been today. You know, like they were doing. I thought that guy was Bobby Roode. For some
Oh,
reason,
God.
I just thought Bobby Roode was right there. I was
Oh,
like,
my God.
holy shit,
He's
what
like,
the
oh
hell?
snap! Wait a minute.
So
There's
United
one
Empire's
line.
Aussie Open was going to be facing Bullet Club's Ace Austin and Chris Bay. For some reason, I just saw it. I just thought
Chris
that guy
Bay,
with the mustache.
underrated, bro. Chris Bay is amazing.
I love Chris Bay. I'm a part of Bullet Club. He inducted me into it. So like so I'll
Hey,
always
Loft,
have
bro.
that.
Loft, did you see my video? Oh, you didn't, because you commented like 5 times on it. Bro, Phil,
We're not talking about that right now.
I made a
What did you
video
do?
about a theory that Roman Reigns will
Oh
surpass
yeah
1,000
Nope.
days.
Nope.
yeah no
Nope.
I saw it.
Nope.
I saw it.
And
Oh,
and
did he
and
just like
bro,
5,000
look,
days?
look, Loft, we got to think about it logically here, bro. This makes
I
sense.
I
We got to
said
think
the elimination chamber in my video.
Bro, we got to think about it logically. This makes sense. Bro, by WrestleMania, he's holding the titles until WrestleMania. Let's just, you know what I'm saying? Come on. Let's just accept it, right?
Teal, I promise you're not going to get the conversation you want out of me from this. I promise you.
By that time, he will be at 945 days. By that time, he only has about less than like 3-4 months to go. So why wouldn't Triple H say, you know what? Let's break this record and let's give him the 1,000 days. It's right there.
Bro, you
Go
got
for
it, bro. You got it. You got
Right.
it. I'm not having this conversation with you. I'm gonna get mad. I'm not having this conversation with you. I'm not having this conversation.
We got it. We gotta get out of here anyway because we're a little over time. Thank you guys for enjoying us here. Tio, thank you for being a part of the conversation. We love having you here as always. It was a lot of laughs, a lot of fun. My face hurts. I gotta continue to just calm down for a little bit. At one point in this stream, whether it's a combination of both, but I'm
Phil.
Let's go. We got 600. Let's go. All right. 400 away. 400. This is 8, but you guys get it. 400 away from 1K subscribers. We got this thing, guys. We got this. And once that happens, your super chats will be pouring in, and that's another thing to add to the show. But listen, guys. Thank you so much. We love having you here. At one point in this stream or another, I know it's a combination, but it's still a huge milestone for us. We had over 50 people on this live watching us. And it's a huge milestone for us, mainly because it's never gotten a high before. Now, of course, possibly with this topic, it's probably with this topic in hand and just how hilarious this is that it could get to this point. But regardless, I'd like to just attribute that to all the hard work that we all put on this show, and we do this for y'all. It's a great time, and we bring on these guests like Tio, who obviously has a huge branding with this show. I mean, we had you on now one time, and it's kind of like you're kind of just associated with us now. It's crazy.
I love it, bro. I love it.
I mean, like, it's a great time, and any guest that we have on the show was great to have. And hell, even our interview with Duke the Dumpster, Drozy, like, that was an amazing accomplishment right there, and we hope to have more. I got that Ken Anderson follow on TikTok. Listen, if we ever got a chance to talk to Mr. Kennedy or Anderson or whatever one you want to call him, I mean, listen, Nate would love to meet him because it's from Green Bay, Wisconsin.
Man, if we somehow get Mr. Kennedy on here, bro, man.
I love it, man. I love it. But listen, guys, we appreciate you. We love you. Road to 1,000 continues, and Go get the merch, bonfire.com, the exclusive home of OTB, and its merchandise.
Merchandise.
I didn't even say that at all during the show, which is crazy. But it's okay. It's okay. We had a lot to cover, so I kind of just did our small part of the intro to just get to the show. The show was sponsored by Ruth's Coffee Company. Go over there, get your coffee today. While you're on Bonfire, you can get the OTB coffee mug to fill that coffee up with. So there you go. It's kind of linked right there. It's brand to brand. So go get there. Panda Coffee for 15% off your order. Thank you, Nate, for the sponsorship. Or the pointing to the sponsorship. Thank you, Rootless, for the sponsorship. We love it. It's weird. It's weird. Doing the whole thing. I've been doing it. I've been doing this for like practically 2 years at this point, and even I still have some kind of like stroke whenever I'm trying to point to things. There he is. I love it. I put Nate there. I put Nate to that side because that's his job.
That's my thing now. You know what I'm saying? It's official.
Listen, if he has one job on this show other than just giving his opinions, it's pointing to the sponsorship. Like that's just it. He does it well. He does it well.
White got nothing on Nate. It's Vanna Black.
Man.
I mean, listen. Who?
No.
I can't just not sell that. I can't just not sell that.
Phil, somebody said you should do an open panel. Like, I guess they mean like when you just wait. Yeah, I'm guessing you mean like when you let people come on or something like that and like, oh man, what do you think? That would be fire. I don't know. But then some people are just wild. I don't know.
That would be good and bad. I feel like some people come in and just troll.
I do an open panel if it's people that I know.
I feel you. Russell Spot gonna do it. See, Russell Spot is like the ghetto podcast where like it's just no holds barred, hardcore.
Why you have to do it like that?
This is more of a this is more of a simple. You know what I'm saying? It's more of a professional scene, but Russell Spot it's just hardcore. It's like he
has like 10 people on there just yelling at each other.
It's so much fun though.
It's crazy and I love it.
I seen y'all debates. I'm like, how in the world is this working, bro? Like everybody's just yelling at each other at one time.
But here's the thing, Nate. Here's the thing. It doesn't work. It doesn't at all. But that's the chaos of it, and it for some reason the chaos works. Yeah? It doesn't work, but it works. But obviously it's working because he's getting the views and he's getting the attraction.
He's like, let me just throw all these angry wrestling fans in one Zoom call. And
I swear, like the last one I just saw Phil just sitting there like this, bro.
Well, okay, well that one was the one that I couldn't get a word in.
Talking about hold on. We talking about the Liv and Ronda one or the shit?
Yeah, the Liv and Ronda one.
The Liv and Ronda one, that was heated.
The Liv and Ronda one, I couldn't even get a word in. But the Shield and New Day, I stepped the fuck up on that one. And
hey, Russell Spot hit 1K. Yes, sir.
Listen, see, Russell Spot, now you can get those super chats, man. Now you can get those super chats.
But I told y'all, bro, I'm done with the debates for now because it's so draining, bro. It's so draining. Not gonna cap, bro. It's wild. And make it like crazy how it could get around to the whole wrestling TikTok world. It's so wild how this stuff even happens.
Oh my god!
Give the impact.
Oh my god! Zay, stop it!
I'll do it. I'll do it right now. I'll do it right now.
No.
I'll do it right. I got a whole bunch of things to say.
People were trying to get me involved with the New Day and Shield debate, and I was like, nah, that's their thing, bro. I'm not a part of that. I'm like,
no, but here's the thing. Here's the thing. Listen. It's done. It's over with now. But Nate, who you choosing? Who you choosing?
I said
it's over with now. They can't come at us now.
If they do,
they're just petty.
This is exactly what I said on my chat too. I said word for word. I said as a faction, I said I'm picking the Shield. I said as a tag team, I'm picking the New Day.
All right, but yeah, we're gonna have to talk. All right, we'll talk
He tried to
afterwards.
semantics his way out of that one.
You tried to semantics
What?
that shit. That is crazy.
What? What
Thank
I?
you guys.
Okay.
We love you. We appreciate you. Hit that subscribe button down below. Turn on the bell for all notifications. Make sure you go check out anything on the channel. For the Twitch side of things, hit the follow button. I don't know where we are right now in followers, but I might just have to look that up real quick. And I'll just post it in the chat afterwards. So stay in the chat if you guys want to know that. But if you're also inclined, hit that subscribe button too. The whole thing of the Mr. Anderson interview that was supposed to be for subscriber only, but that wasn't subscriber only. That was for everyone to enjoy. So if you guys missed that, go check that out. It was absolutely awesome. To
And
just hear.
on my Twitch chatters, it's September, so all subs are like 20 or 30% off. It's September, so y'all go handle that.
Is that actually a thing?
Yeah, bro.
Yeah, me too. Yeah, they send me email and stuff. You know what I'm saying? Nobody watches my Twitch channel, but yeah, I got one too. You know what I'm saying? I got one too. You know what I'm saying? Loft ain't the only one out here.
I might have to check that out.
Better get on.
Yeah.
But yeah, guys, thank you so much. This was a W podcast for real Russell Spot. This was insane. We got a lot of laughs.
I got one thing. This is I just noticed, I just hit 100 subscribers on my YouTube channel. Why y'all subscribing to me? I don't have a video up. What's up?
bro, they probably just know you from TikTok. It was like, oh,
first video coming out in, I think, okay, I'm gonna say next week or the week after. Kofi Mania 3. What is it? Is it? I might need to change the title. How many years was it since Kofi Mania? Like 2, 3, 4?
That was WrestleMania 35?
Yeah, 2019.
So
that was WrestleMania 35. So 2019.
Video essay, Kofi Mania 3 years later, and next up is gonna be how Super Cena destroyed the Nexus. Got those 2 bangers coming out, and that'll be the first 2 videos.
The Super Cena and Nexus one is gonna be wild.
appreciate Phil, bro. Appreciate everybody on the podcast for letting me on. I love Outside the Brand. I'm gonna get I'm gonna get the t-shirt. Listen, man. I'll tell you right now. Listen, we might as well tell everybody now. Laf and I are working on a special design for OTB, and you know how we all know the NWO logo. It's iconic, right? Imagine that, but with OTB. Outside the brand in the NWO design.
Wait, we talking about the Red Wolf Pack, or we talking about the original?
It could be either one. The New Day did the Red Wolf Pack, Jones. Remember? Those are hard. The New Day ones are hard.
Yeah, I saw the New Day ones. I like that one.
I'm telling you right now. Imagine OTB
I'm trying to wear that to Extreme Rules, Bill.
In the NWO design, dude.
I'm trying to wear that Extreme Rules, bro.
Oh yeah, that's right. I was about to say Extreme Rules is coming up next month.
Yo, Phil, you going to Grand Slam, right?
Grand Slam.
Yo, bro, you get as much footage as you can, bro.
Dude, I have my last Grand Slam playlist on my TikTok. If you haven't seen any of that, it was crazy.
I love when AEW does those stadium shows. It shows that they're getting bigger, and it's just great. I love it. That's great.
AEW Grand Slam before we head out of here. Grand Slam from 2021. Just a rough guesstimate. How many people do you think were there in our thrash?
I'll go 18,000.
You're close. Loff?
I don't give a fuck. No, I'm playing.
Okay, sure. All right. Nate, you want to guess? Because obviously Loff don't give a shit.
I'll say
I'll let you speak too, Loff. Don't worry.
Arthur Ashe. I don't know.
Off the top is pretty close. What's up off the top?
19,250.
You're close.
22K.
You're a little over.
Damn.
20,000. Yeah, we hit the 20,000s, but 20,177.
Whoa.
Yes. Yes.
Oh.
And that had to be extended seating because the stadium was so full that they had to add extra rows and extra and actual sections
So they
to
sold
fill
out.
the people.
So they
Yeah,
sold it out.
it was a sold out venue. Yes.
Jesus Christ.
Man.
And that Grand Slam was the first $1 million gate in AEW history.
That was amazing.
Besides pay-per-views, because obviously that's a Dynamite, but that's the first $1 million gate.
I mean, that was an amazing show, though. That was an amazing show.
Yeah. I mean, we saw Kenny Omega and Bryan Danielson, bro. I mean, come on, bro. And then the main event was Ruby Soho and Britt Baker for the women's title. Like,
That was amazing.
I mean, come on now. Cody Rhodes and Malachi Black. I mean, bro. Experiencing Malachi Black's entrance live is insane. I'll tell you that right now. And everybody booed Cody out of the building that night. It was crazy. But then again, that was the cool thing to do, and that was to boo Cody. And I mean, I was the only one cheering for him at that show. I was the only one cheering for him at that show. I was hurt for real. I'm like, the man did nothing to y'all here in New York, but it just happened. Seeing Sting and Darby Allin versus FTR was wild. Like that was crazy. I'm telling you guys right now, though, a match that I do expect to happen at this show. We're seeing a rematch from All Out.
Off the top, there are still a seats available for this year's Grand Slam. Well, that's because it's like a month out. It's like it's almost like a month out. So it's like
AEW Grand Slam this year is 2 weeks from tomorrow.
If they put MJF versus CM Punk on the card,
it's an instant sellout right there. And the thing is, if we do get the thing that I'm predicting, which is the Acclaimed versus who the fuck are the 10 champs? Swerving Keith, yes.
Whoa,
if we do,
whoa, the disrespect. Wow, Phil. Wow.
Hold on. Here's the thing, because AEW and Tony Khan made a huge mistake by not putting the titles on the Acclaimed at All Out.
Thank you.
So
thank you for saying that, Phil.
So here's the thing: we're getting that rematch. And that's when they're going to do it. But the thing is, you're not going to recreate that magic that happened in Chicago. That crowd was way too hype. I don't even know if Arthur Ashe can, get to that level. And how many people were at All Out? Like, I don't even know the attendance for All Out
screaming.
this year.
Bruh, man, I was going crazy for the the whole, not just me, the whole crowd was going crazy for the Acclaim, bro. They should have won.
Let me see the attendance for All Out this year, and then we have to go.
I about to say they didn't even announce it, so I don't even know.
There's no announcement here yet.
I did see a couple empty seats up in there, so it wasn't completely sold out like how they predict.
They would say it's sold out though.
Yeah.
They would say it. Damn it. All right. If it ever does come out for the attendance, I'll let you guys know. But yeah, Grand Slam, September 21st. We're definitely going to get that match. If we don't get Punk and MJF, that's going to be, crazy. It's crazy enough. But yeah. All right, guys. Stay safe. God bless. Go to merch, subscribe, do all the things that you need to do. Tomorrow we do our Dynamite review. I don't know if anybody's joining us, but we got this. Dynamite review. We are talking MJF because MJF is going to be there. It's crazy enough. Subscribe to OTB. It's right there. You're doing the thing. Boom. Look at that shit. It's a shaking logo, but it's a thing.
Show the back.
Show the back with our names. That's right. Those are our names. Those are the. Yeah. I have an underscore at the end of mine, but yeah, that's practically our entire names right there, baby. Woo.
Yeah.
Woo.
Yeah.
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 Yeah. Shout out to Bobby Roode. All right, guys. Stay safe. God bless. And we'll talk to you later. Peace.